Oops. Okay, well, we're live.
Don't jinx it. Oops.
I'm like, ooh, what does this button do?
Gotta give me
Wow.
crap for that.
You did a pie.
I swear, we've been streaming for years. But
Have we?
anyways.
I thought we just started.
Whoopsie.
I mean, I'm not used to studio mode. I thought I was able to, like, change transition. Anyways, hi, we're live.
All right, well, welcome to Endless Night, our Rime of the Frostmaiden game. We are only a few minutes late this evening due to technical difficulties. I am your host and dungeon master tonight, Sam, and my awesome players are going to introduce themselves in the order that they are on the screen on Roll20, which I think means we start with Karu.
Hi, my name is Karu, and I am playing Adimi Argent, the Azimar Celestial Warlock and only healer of the party.
Hi, oh god, I can't talk today. Hi, I'm Zio. I'm a little out of it and I don't give a fuck. I'm playing Sigrid Allies. She is a Rune Knight fighter, Earth Genasi, and bodyguard of Karu's character.
Hi, I'm Sho. I'm playing Bitterfrost, the Boreal Bloodline Sorcerer, Levistus Tiefling, and yeah, I studied under the Gazian School of Healing, which means kill them before they can hurt you.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm playing Oryx, the Earth Genasi Barbarian of the Elk Tribe, and his people believe that anyone can be a healer, you just have to rub some dirt on it.
Hi, I'm Pi. I'm playing Ember. And thankfully Ember is too stupid to realize that our healers need some remedial classes. But I am a real adventurer with thumbs.
And in case you didn't know it, we are sponsored by Roll20, which is the really awesome virtual tabletop program that we are using for this game. So if you're watching this game, you are looking at it right now. Well, you're looking at an overlay, and there are some images, and there will be some maps, and Roll20 is really cool. You should check them out. Who wants to do a very short recap?
So,
We met a creep.
Yeah.
That's
We ran away
not
from a creep.
wrong.
And then we let him go on his merry way.
Yeah, we
We
did.
shouldn't have done that. That'll probably bite us in the butt later, but you know.
Listen, as far as I was concerned, my character was just like, this is a creep. I just want to be away from him so I don't punch him in the face because he hasn't done anything besides be a creep. But anyways.
But Bitter had spoken to someone else in the caravan, and they were like, "Oh yeah, he's carrying around some dead bodies," and we're like,
It wasn't me who. It wasn't me.
It was
was
sorry,
it was
Ember.
It was
Ember.
Yeah.
And Ember kept that information to themselves and never told the rest of the party. So the rest of the party's like, "Oh yeah, he's just some creep. It's fine."
We would have murder hoboed him if we had known that.
Yeah.
At least I would have.
I mean,
sure.
No,
would have at least called him out on why the fuck do you have dead bodies?
Probably not going to hurt us, just going to probably hurt other random people in all these towns we go to.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just have to see who the people are lynching now.
Oh yeah, because that's going on.
It could be us.
Oh
yeah.
No,
So we got to
like 15 days before that.
We got to Cair Koenig. We met Trovis, the drunkard old silver dragonborn speaker, who gave us an impromptu tour of the small village. Woke up the next day. We spent the night at the Northern Light Inn. We returned their Northern Light lamp and let them know where the rest of their stolen stuff was. I think we had initially said that we were going to go grab that, but then realized we were kind of running out of time. So, well, they know where it is. They can go get it. Not our problem. We bought some rations and some stuff. And then we traveled for I think it was 2 days, past one city, which I can't remember the name of right now, and got to Easthaven. Just in time for an execution. And that's where we
It
left
wasn't
off.
2 days. I think it was
Yeah,
half a day
half.
of travel.
Oh, right. We stopped
Yeah,
for like
it's just that you
midday.
stopped to rest for a
And
while.
Yeah.
it is not an execution
Yet.
yet.
Oh,
Give it
Yeah, we
like
have
10
no
minutes.
idea
So
what's going on.
So speaking of that, we might as well move ourselves over to the appropriate map to see what is happening.
we did find Villain, didn't we?
Fallon was
Yeah,
in
she
the
was.
She's
crowd.
watching.
She's
She's
watching
looking
the whole
shady.
fight, and she looks a little different.
Oh god. I really want Meteor Storm.
These
Yeah.
are
What's
civilians.
wrong with
How
you?
about no?
Yeah, I don't.
Listen, I'm level 4. I'm not going to have it either, but
Oh,
you know.
that's a lot of people.
Yeah,
I'm
I
really
know.
glad you
Wouldn't
don't
it be
have
perfect?
Fireball.
I'm glad that I don't. Yet.
You're right.
Anyway.
You could just use oil spill.
So
Nope, I don't have it anymore.
when you came into town, you were noticing an enormous group of people moving towards a particular area of town, and you kind of asked around, and they told you where the inn was, but they kept going, and it was a large enough group of people that you decided to follow them. And when you got to around this area, and your tokens are on the sort of left-hand side of this map already. When you got here, you saw a very large bonfire set up, and two guards are busy tying or bringing out and tying a man to a post in the middle of the large pile of wood. And the man that they brought out has a gag in his mouth, and he has a blindfold over his eyes, and he has his hands so that his fingers are closed. He can't move his fingers independently of each other, and his wrists are also strapped together, which gives you the idea that he's probably a spellcaster of some sort.
Obviously.
And the two guards are here, and they're sort of to each side, getting ready to light this bonfire with their torches. This person right here is the speaker. You easily find out because, of course, everybody around you is chittering and talking, and and the person that's up sort of north of you on this image is obviously a higher up in the guard structure of the town, and I believe, actually, I don't know. I don't think you spoke to her last time. I think we just
I know
ended it
that.
with the break in the scene.
Yep.
I think you gave the name Emdra Arlagath or Argolath
Yep.
or something like that.
Imdra Arlagath. And so as you are standing there, the guards are about to put their torches to the wood, and the speaker says, he sort of puts his hands up so that the crowd settles down a little bit. And he says, sort of in a, he's not screaming, but he's trying to yell so that everybody can hear. And he says, Caster Dazan, you are being executed for your crimes against the people of Easthaven and your unwillingness to repent for the evils that you have done to our people. And then he sort of puts his hand down, and the two guards both take their torches and they light the flames, they light the wood so that they quickly catch a fire. And now there is a huge bonfire that's going to engulf this guy.
Question: how does Velen look? Because we spotted her. How is she reacting to this? Is she neutral? Does she seem to be glad to see this is happening?
She's right here.
Yeah.
And she's just, she's got her arms folded, and she's just kind of leaning up against the edge of the building, just watching.
Okay, so neutral.
No facial expression.
I mean, you're a little far away to see. There's a lot of people in between you.
What would I have to do to stealthily make hand gestures for magic, like the somatic component?
I mean, who are you trying to hide the somatic component from?
The captain?
So pretty much everybody is watching the people, the guy being set on fire. So it wouldn't be that hard. You'd still have to make a stealth check, but it's not going to be, impossible.
I trained in that. Oh, I trained in that. Oh, I would like to stealthily wiggle my fingers and make the fire that's like just underneath him go away. Like the rest of the fire is burning merrily. Oops. But just the stuff
So
underneath him.
Oh, control
So
flames.
Yeah.
so you're going to make it come down away from him and sort of circle around the bonfire itself, the actual stack of wood, or what are
So
you?
I take it like the 3x3 is burning by now. I just want the middle one square to go out, but the rest of it can still burn.
Okay, that's going to be obvious, right? I mean, like you're not.
Yeah, but it's not going to be
Okay.
obvious that I'm the one that did it.
Right. Okay. As that starts to happen, the two guards step back, and the speaker steps back, and someone in the crowd screams and says, "He can still cast!" And everybody goes, "Ah!" And people start running. A bunch of these people start turning and running the other way. They sort of run right through you. Everyone starts. The captain starts walking toward the issue over here. I still need you to roll me a stealth check, though.
Then he's not looking at me.
But
Oh, it's 22.
Everybody is fleeing in a panic.
What's a good... Wait, are his arms found with manacles or ropes?
They were tied together with leather straps.
Leather burns, I want to burn them.
Slowly.
Well, people burn slowly too, and that's what they were trying to do.
I know.
The captain walks up and gets a pike from the one guard and stabs the wizard. Everyone's fleeing. It's a madhouse right now. People are screaming and running.
I want to make my way over to Velen.
Sig's gonna keep behind Addie just because what the fuck's going on? Like, she
Yeah.
doesn't know that Ember did this. She's assuming this wizard's just high level and, might have
Wizard
actually
things.
done shit.
I mean,
Mhm.
I'm pretty positive that Bitter doesn't know either. And it's just like, is that a wizard or a
Yeah,
sorcerer?
I mean, if you
'Cause I
want to
know some
see
sorcerers
if you want to know whether you notice that Ember did it, you need to roll a perception check
and beat a 22,
and
I'd
beat a
have to
22.
crit. I mean,
Yeah, well, there's a chance
nope.
still.
Yeah, no.
There you go.
I knew.
I
knew it wasn't
actually
likely.
hit 22. I was accidentally rolling to GM, which is
Yep,
hilarious.
I see it.
Rex is just freaking out at the panic and the stampede going on around him, is just trying to look for any place to get out of the way and find some cover.
Yep.
He doesn't. He's oblivious to all this.
Bitter's probably grabbing his arm and
Yeah,
kind of
someone
dragging
grab
him.
his hand and bring him with us.
Yeah.
I mean, getting against the building there at least means that we're not going to get trampled over because they're not going to be running towards the building.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's cute. You think these scrawny people could trample me?
Listen,
I mean, they
not
technically
everyone's as
could
strong
probably
as you.
trample me. I might just panic and go kick them, but
The guards are now trying to calm everyone down. The speaker says he's trying to yell, for people to wait and not run, but everybody is running except, of course, for
I have
you all
one
and
question.
Velen.
Is
Mhm.
control flames a concentration or like what's the duration?
Instantaneous or an hour?
Okay.
Oh, it's not concentration. Either.
No.
So you have to continuously do that if you want
I
to.
just go bap, bap, bap,
Or,
bap.
no, Karu, or an hour.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I,
that
I,
can
I just wanted to
continue.
know if he had to
Extinguish it.
like keep doing it or if it was
Mm-mm.
like
Nope.
Okay.
Just once.
So I
for
want
an
to make
hour.
my way over to Velen and kind of like hail her, like Velen, what's going on? Who is he?
So this actually doesn't say that you can make the fire move away. It says you can expand it. You can
Oh,
make it. You can
so
extinguish it,
yeah.
or
So
you can change
effectively,
its
it's
brightness.
extinguish the middle.
So he's extinguishing the flame that's
Okay,
in the
I see.
center.
In
You
the middle.
extinguish what's in the center. Okay, that works.
But since it
Yeah,
only affects a 5-foot cube, it's only
Right,
the
right,
middle
right.
ones,
Yeah,
and the
got
outside
it.
ones will keep
Okay.
going.
That works. So what's everyone doing?
Yeah, I'm going towards Velen, trying to hail her and go, Velen, do you know who he is? What's going on?
Well, apparently, there's a stampede going on. Can't you see?
No, I mean about the wizard.
What about him?
Those charges seemed very generic. What did he actually do?
Apparently, he did something that resulted in the death of some townsfolk.
Still seems
He took
awfully-
some Easthaveners out on a expedition and killed them. He took them out under false pretenses.
How long does
Supposedly.
it take leather to burn? Because I imagine this guy's wiggling and attempting to get free.
He just got stabbed with a pike.
He just got stabbed
Yeah.
with the pike, so I'm pretty sure he's
I don't
dead.
think he's level 0.
Yeah.
I mean, he was tied up and the captain of the guard stabbed him through the heart.
Yeah,
so
that was pretty much
Yeah.
a coup.
he's pretty much
Coup de grace there.
his head's hanging, and you know
He's dead.
he's going to come loose of the wood as soon as the leather burns all the way away.
Hey, Addie. Well, out of character. Do you have Revivify or Speak with Dead?
That's not until we get to
Third.
level 5.
Yeah,
Third
those
level
are
spell.
third level spells.
I only have level
Oh,
2.
we have a Necromancer. She'll be fine.
Why would we though? Or why would she rather?
I don't know. We could extort her.
Well, this
Ow.
is local business. We probably shouldn't get involved. If they've done if he killed people.
How do we know?
I mean,
that he
you
actually
you
killed
did
people?
you chose not to intervene in a sacrifice of an innocent person at the
Yep.
beginning of this
So,
entire thing, and now you're going to try to intervene in.
I'm not.
I didn't.
I wasn't close enough the first
I'm
time. and I
talking
didn't
to
have any
Ember.
spells.
There is such a thing as feeling guilty about not intervening the first time. But yeah, no, Addie's like, this is
I don't
local
think
law.
Ember feels guilty.
What?
Wow.
Ember's
Shots
just like,
fired.
that didn't work. Scritch, scritch, scritch.
Once
Yeah.
Oryx kind of gets calmed down a bit, he'll ask Velen, was he a local? Was he from here or what?
Of course not. He's a wizard of Thay.
Of what?
Oh.
What?
He's a red wizard. He's
Oh.
one of the Arcane Brotherhood. He's one of the ones that wants to do bad.
Oh, so you came here to watch him die.
No, I came here on my way over to Caer Konig to meet you, and this happened to be going on.
No, I mean, the reason you're standing here and didn't just walk by is because you wanted to watch him die.
I would say want is not exactly the right word, but yes, since it's happening, I decided to make sure that it was completed. And as you see, it almost wasn't.
Yeah, that was weird.
Didn't know wizards could do that.
Yeah, definitely the high level wizard thing.
Anyways. Hi. I guess we've met up here
Oh,
instead of where we
God!
planned to.
Just everyone starts to stare at Ember.
I'll look right at Ember and be like,
Meanwhile, I'm just ignoring Ember. It's like, nope,
Mhm.
nope, I'm not going to acknowledge this.
we'll
So
talk
how do your
about
travel
this
go?
later.
Seems you were delayed.
I wouldn't say delayed. Damn it. Stupid roll 20.
We missed you in Karakoning, though.
I didn't make it there yet. You went across the tundra. I've been going through the towns. Also, I had quite a conversation with Sonar.
I'll be interested to know what that was about. We got information that made it so we decided that Easthaven was a better spot to go to.
Oh. What
And
kind of
we didn't
information?
find you on where we planned to meet up, so going this way, maybe we'd see you on the road. Hey, we found you in town.
Some plans by those who are would like to see Icewind Dale to continue to be dark. They mentioned
You mean the cult?
I don't know if they're working with the cult or
They
are
might
a
be their
separate
own
force.
cult.
They might be a second force. Duergar. Working for the other god.
What other god?
He who crawls?
Oh. You mean the one in the Psi crystal?
Yes.
Yep.
There's an
Apparently
entire ass god in there.
Well, no. But it was a conduit. Remember, you all had Velen try to dispel it, remember?
Mhm.
It didn't work.
You
She
telling
never
me she
said what
failed
was
to
inside
dispel
it.
the god?
No, the connection to.
The bond. The conduit. It's a
Oh.
conduit.
Basically trying to destroy the telephone.
Oh, so I have a Nokia for a rock.
Yep.
Mhm.
It seems like the Frostmaiden and the Crawler are apparently working together.
Or at least towards
Really?
the same end.
But the Duergar don't really care who wins.
They both want apparently the same thing and have decided to join forces, which is not good for us.
Nope.
Or for anybody else they're peddling things to.
What do you mean peddling things to?
They're making a fuck ton of shit with the black ice.
And giving it to
The
People.
the
local.
clans. And it's
You
disturbing
just-
their way of life.
The clans.
Yeah, Bitter is very, very, very annoyed. Visibly.
The
I'm
Duergar
not sure how you. I don't know how you're making this connection.
No.
Well, they've been experimenting on the Reged
Yeah,
once they've captured.
We think.
We think there's a
What they told
possible
us.
connection between that and the fact that at least one of the clans seems to have gone. There's more than one clan trying to fight each other because they both are claiming to have. What was it?
Chosen of Oral.
Chosen.
Leading them.
Yeah,
Oral.
that.
Oh, yeah, by the way.
That doesn't have anything to do with the Duergar. How are you making a connection between those and the Duergar?
We started talking to some Duergar, and they talked to us until they
They
realized
wanted us to join them in their forces and
When-
give out
when we
black ice.
Yeah, and when we said "fuck you," we kind of started fighting.
What does that
you
have
know,
to do with the Reghead? The Reghead clans are always.
Conversation we had with them.
She looks at Bitter and Oryx and says, "My apologies, but it is true that your clans have often clashed without the help of the Duergar."
No, you're not wrong.
Black
Yes, it's
ice
true.
is just making things worse.
It is corrupting people.
And if that escalates, who knows, it might spill over into the 10 towns or even beyond that.
And you are sure that that's the Duergar's purpose, is to give black ice to everyone to make them crazy?
I don't know
Yeah.
if that's their goal or just part of their plan.
But they're definitely collecting black ice.
Oh yeah,
And they
fuck ton of
definitely
it.
don't want to just keep it. They want it out in the open. Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
is there something special about people
How
who are born on
much?
midwinter?
a lot.
Yeah.
Like we're talking barrels and barrels and
10
crates.
boxes.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
And you think they're just giving rings and little trinkets to the clans?
I don't think
They
that's
don't
the
need
only
that. They don't need that much for that. They must be doing something else.
Oh,
Exactly. That's why this
yeah.
is
Oh.
just one little part of it.
This is just a
Also s-
test, we think.
Maybe
also
they're
said
making armor.
Well, they said they're building. They said they're building something that the 10
Armor.
towns.
Well, they have like little scale things.
Wait, they're building something and the 10 towns will what?
They said they're building something the 10 towns won't forget. Their leader was someone named Nildar. He's got a
We
brother
have a
named
map.
Yeah, show her the map. Again, he's got a brother named Zardarok.
We killed
Someone named
Nildar, but we have this message that was from Zardarok, and it mentioned Easthaven, and that's why we came here. I will show her the letter, the one that says you will find dearth on the frozen
Yep.
ferry in Easthaven. From this new base, the search for Chardalyn continues. Long may we reign over this dark land.
I'm still going to try and interject. By the way, is there anything special from people that are born on Midwinter's Day?
What do you
Mid-
mean special?
Midwinter is like the one that's coming up in like a day, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
That's tomorrow.
Because we met one of the Reged that had a birthday then, and he seemed special. And we also met this weirdo who was keeping a corpse on his cart that didn't
Wait,
feel
what?
cold.
What?
What?
I'm sorry?
What?
You know, the guy that we talked to. The
Wait,
You did
Creepo
not-
had a body?
What?
I thought you were listening.
No.
No.
Not everyone eavesdrops on
you
everyone
were-
else's conversations.
And
Well,
you were
maybe
off
you
by
should.
yourself.
What did we learn?
Nothing.
You need to communicate.
Oryx turns around and just punches the wall of the nearest building.
Don't hurt the wall. Why didn't you tell us this before?
And
I don't know.
Matt, roll me a strength check.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no, this poor
I-
wall.
I am not raging, for the record.
Are you sure?
We'll see. 16.
Oryx definitely damages the building.
Said don't break the wall. I mean, I know if you did that to the cat, you'd break him, but at the same time.
I mean, that'd be easier to fix, I think.
But I didn't. I thought you knew. No. Do you really think we would have had
You
zero?
told me not. Oh, don't make a fuss in the middle of these people. Oh, we're just trying to get rations, and then.
But you could have told us when we walked away, not after we sledded all the way here.
Well, she said it was
Bad
really
kitty.
important. Oh, she said it was really
Bad
important that we go
kitty.
this way really quickly.
Bad kitty.
We had a time.
Bad kitty.
So we
He's
had to
probably
back
still
here,
traveling
back.
with Torga, and Torga will make her way down back through
Oh,
the
that
towns.
is true.
They say where they're going next.
Well, I mean, they go back and
That's
forth on the roads.
yeah,
It
that's
was
the
at
last
the end.
village, so
Whatever.
they'll be coming back this way.
Yeah, see?
You're still a bad kitty. Bad kitty.
We need
Bad.
evidence to. Oh, maybe he's the murderer, the one that we're supposed to find.
Yeah, that would have been nice to know yesterday.
At this
Oh
point,
my
Velen
goodness.
says, "I'm sorry. What does this have to do with midwinter?"
Nothing.
No,
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, he
nothing.
was born on midwinter and doesn't feel cold, and neither does he.
I'm sorry. I can't follow what this one keeps trying to tell
Don't
me.
worry
Could
about it.
someone
Neither can
explain
we.
to me what's happening here?
I apologize. He's going on like 7 different tangents and also just revealed info he should have told us half a day ago.
I'm just gonna puff my cheeks out and pout and go over here. Mumbling.
Perhaps we should find a nice warm place to keep talking instead of standing here besides what's going on behind me.
Hello?
And at that point, the captain says, "Yes, perhaps we should go into the town hall and finish this discussion."
Excuse me? When did the captain show up?
Oh no, he's been walking.
The captain's been
Yeah.
moving closer for like this entire conversation.
Look, Addie's passive is 11. She doesn't know shit.
Mine's 12.
What does the captain look like again?
She's a elf. She's wrapped in lots of furs and clothing, but she looks rather burly for an elf.
Oryx tries to stand in front of the hole he punched in the wall and block it from sight.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I mean, this does involve Easthaven, so sure, lead the way then. I kind of,
She says,
I kind of
"Very
glance
well."
at Valen
She
and going like,
she walks over here to this building here.
Gonna start walking myself.
yeah, and he's like, well, I would have preferred to just speak with one person, but I guess it involves the city, so whatever.
I'm just making sure Ember is following.
Yeah, Ember's just going.
Is Velen or is she just kind of pooped?
Oh no, Velen is following.
Mm-hmm.
He
She's
wants
nosy.
to understand the chaos that is us trying to explain shit.
God. You mean the chaos of Ember trying to stay on topic?
You say that, but at the same
This-
time, we were jumping tangents
This
too.
is why it's so much better to write things down, and then you can rearrange it later and make it seem nice. But sometimes you just gotta get the information out there. Get that first draft going.
Then why didn't you tell us the information half a day ago?
We
Because
left.
you always get mad at me for going and making a ruckus or drawing attention to ourselves. And this one, Princess, was like, oh, we have to get to Easthaven. We have to get to Easthaven. Go, 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 go.
Not making a scene just means you tell us the shit the moment we're away from the shit.
I told you just now when you made a scene.
I'm just setting up the map. I'll be there in 2 seconds and pull you over.
Okay.
I think what we've learned is you're going to make a scene anyway. I might as well just do it in the middle of people.
So, Ember, my people have a story about. Well, it's a cool story. You might like to hear it. Goes like this.
Story.
Once there was a raccoon, a baby polar bear, a dove, and 2 deer that were really good friends. But they lived in a region where the food was very scarce and it was really hard to survive. One day, the raccoon found a burrow full of just yummy, delicious food. After he ate his fill, he thought to go tell his friends, but then he thought, if I don't tell them and then sneak back here and get food when everyone's hungry, they'll all think I'm so clever and amazing. So he did that. And he came back later with a bunch of food for his friends. They were all amazed, and he thought the raccoon was so clever. When they asked him where he found it, he didn't tell them about the burrow. This went on for a while, but the raccoon would sneak back to the burrow every now and then, get food when the others were hungry, and after a time, the others grew completely dependent upon the raccoon getting food for them. One day, while the raccoon was in the burrow, he ate so much that he fell asleep. While he was sleeping, a great dragon flew over the land, covering it with snow and trapping him inside behind a thick sheet of ice. He tried to dig out of it, but it was too thick and he couldn't make his way out because the ground was frozen. Meanwhile, the raccoon's friends looked all over but couldn't find him. They searched until it got dark and had no luck. Because they had gotten so used to the raccoon bringing them food, they didn't know what to do for themselves. And there was so much snow and ice they couldn't find any shelter. They tried to huddle together for warmth, but it was no good. They didn't know it, but they were huddled right outside the entrance to the burrow. The raccoon could only watch in horror behind the ice as his friends froze to death. As he watched them expire, he looked back at the great stash of food and cursed them for not sharing its secrets before it's too late. And then Oryx walks inside.
Didn't like your story.
That was actually a very good story.
So Oryx walks inside. Does anyone else walk inside?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So this room is decorated with oil paintings depicting life in Easthaven, including a large painting of the town itself on the north wall. Mounted on the south wall is a 5-foot-long stuffed knucklehead trout. Its wooden plaque bears an engraved copper plate that reads, in common, "Big Knuck, caught by Easthaven fishers during the summer of 1479." The stairs that you see in front of you are 10 feet tall. They go up to a platform that high. And Velen comes in with you all, and the captain goes into this small room here, saying, let's go into the administrative office just to not take up too much space or get interrupted. And she walks into this room here. Velen follows her. I'm assuming the rest of you do as well. And
Yep.
so this is just a administrative type office, and it has, a few desks and a large central table, and so there's places for everyone to sit. You can pull up a chair and have a seat. The captain says, "So, I am sorry to say I overheard some conversations that I need to know more about. Perhaps you would like to fill me in."
Everyone who's anyone eavesdrops.
I wasn't eavesdropping. I couldn't help but hear that you said that there was something that might affect Easthaven, and that there is some sort of Duergar issue. And I also heard some cultist talk. And as the captain of the militia here, second in command after Speaker Daneth, I think I should make it my business to understand what's going on. So spill it.
Well, apparently I'm not good at it, so she can explain.
Sure, you aren't good at it. Addie? You're muted.
You'd think the big
Have to
red
make
button on my
sure.
side would alert me, but because I'm looking at the screen away from the button.
Nice one.
We were in. Hold on. Names. We visited Kelvin's cairn and found a group of Duergar there who were apparently trying to mine black ice. They call it chardolin. And not just mine it, but experiment on its effects on people, specifically using the folk of the Reghead tribe as experiments. Who has you have the ring, Sig? The one
Yeah.
we found in the Duergar area?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't say anything about a second ring, I just said you found.
Yeah, this Sig will bring it out to show it.
So
Hey,
I'll
Karu,
put that on the table.
make sure you're not desynced with OBS for muting.
No, I'm using an actual mute button on my.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
never mind then.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that's why it didn't show her as muted in Discord either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just set the ring down.
My new fancy one has the button in a way that it doesn't actually have feedback on the cord, so I can use it.
Nice.
So we found this, and they were making more of these, and also, did we actually pick up any of the like scales of Charlatan? I think
thought we picked up at least one, so we had an example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was just one of them, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll
And
show the
considering you
scale.
guys don't want to touch black ice, I'm assuming I'm the one who was given it. So Clink.
I think so.
They had boxes and boxes of this stuff.
And bags like this.
And
Well, bags this
sacks
size.
of it. And this was just one outpost.
No
they
other
had.
shapes?
There was a lot of raw stuff that hadn't been shaped, but
What?
Look at Addie.
I look at Amber.
I look between the two of them. Care to share with the class, because you two are looking real suspicious right now.
Are you gonna make a scene?
Well, they at least one of the Duergar was apparently carving a statue out of it.
Statue?
A dragon statue, which is why it didn't really make any sense to us as to why they would choose that form. We don't have the statue, though.
Really? I'm
but
gonna
they've been
spare a
doing a
glance
lot
at
of
Ember.
stuff. They've been doing a lot of stuff with this black ice, which is known to have, very corruptive
At that point,
nature.
Velen crosses her arms, and you can see her like keeping her mouth shut.
Does it look like she doesn't want us to tell him about this?
Or is it
No,
more
she
pissed
just-
about the dragon?
It's more that she doesn't want to say anything.
She doesn't
It
want to give
seems
more
like.
info.
So she definitely looks like she knows more.
Well, it's more like the light bulb just came on, connections were made.
When we said dragon statue.
We'll see what she says once, we're not in this room with someone else.
Yeah.
But
I'm just gonna send a quick message to her and be like, we'll talk more later.
On the way to the cairn, we happened upon a group of Reghead and learned that two of the clans have been clashing, trying to annihilate each other because both of them claim...
Wait. Now you've changed topics. Go back to the Duergar in the
We're not
fortress.
done
What
with that
happened
one
to
yet,
all of the
Addie.
Charlatan?
It's still there,
still
but
there.
we...
Really heavy!
We had no way to dispose of it or...
No.
I have
What are they
little
going to do
noodle
with
arms.
it?
Well, the
How are they
ones
moving
there...
it? Where is it going to go?
The Duergar that were there are dead.
Oh, here's a map.
Yeah. However, there was a note saying that they should meet their other party here in Easthaven.
Someone
And
named Dirt.
And then I read off what the letter said.
So the stuff that is up there, the people who were planning to bring it all down to Easthaven were dead. So that stuff is still up there. No one's bringing it here.
It's very heavy.
And as far as we're concerned, at least, well, Herr Koenig knows about the place. We gave them... the Duergar had been stealing things from Herr Koenig, so we told them where to regain their things. Which means they'll find the black ice.
Does Murder Man know where it is? Did we tell them?
Did not.
No.
We only told the speaker. Or
Because it
more
has a
like
lot of
the
stolen
owner of the
material
inn,
from the
but
town.
yeah. But that group of Duergar, we killed them all, so as far as we know, no one left to let the other Duergar know. But there's another force of Duergar to the south that was apparently meant to meet them here at Easthaven.
And why haven't we seen these Duergar around Easthaven then? If they're supposedly here. Where are they here?
Well, and now we produce the map. that we got.
Something frozen fairy? You got one of those?
Yes, actually we do.
Well, here's the map. We believe here, and I point to the X, is where Zerdorok's group is. N in the north is where Nildar was. That's the one we killed. And D would be the other name in
Durst.
the letter. Durst. They're hiding, and they're Duergar.
Dearth. Sorry.
Earth. They're likely not in town immediately, and we don't know what their plans are beyond what we've told you.
We literally just arrived here. So we don't know where to look. We haven't searched.
We
know anything
traveled
about
all
this
day
town.
to get from Kirkonig to here because we thought that it was important to be here by midwinter.
What's happening at midwinter?
We don't know.
What are these arrows on the map?
Probably where the Duergar forces are heading.
But
Is
you
our
said they're
guess.
already in Easthaven.
At least one group is probably here, but that's
These
probably
arrows
a
don't
scout.
go to Easthaven.
No, they don't. But it already took us all day to get here, and they mentioned Easthaven. That's probably Dugan's Hole and Goodmead, isn't it?
Looks like it.
Do you want to investigate the ferry? There's no one out there, as far as we know. We've stopped the ferry from operating.
I mean, if nobody's
Speaker
out there,
Daneth has made the ferry stop working until the ice goes away. The boat is entrapped. Too much damage would be caused if it tried to move.
so the speaker is the one that controls if the ferry went anywhere before the ice got
Well,
bad.
no, it's just that she can say, that it's not running. She has the power to do that.
So no one goes on the ferry right now. It's basically abandoned at this time.
Right.
So it would make a good hide place for someone.
No one's gonna go if no one's looking for them. Then, well, it would be easy enough to go over there and confirm that nobody's living there, right?
Yeah. So where does that ferry usually go when the ice isn't blocking its way?
It goes to Caer Konig and Caer Dineval.
So just within this lake, it doesn't go down the river to Goodmead and...
Correct. Usually. Not during the winter, anyway. It's too difficult to make it through the river. But this winter and last winter, we stopped the ferry because of the Rime. It's too cold. The ice impinges on. It's even encrusting the docks at this point. Our fishermen don't even go out as much as usual. In fact, there are 4 of them missing right now.
How far away is the river and the lake from the road between the cities?
You're asking the
Aloud.
out of character, or are you?
No, because Addie doesn't know. We haven't traveled that way. Not that we'd be able to see under snow and all that.
So if you look at the map, if I could find the map. This map here.
It looks like between Dugan's Hole and Goodmead, it like follows the red water.
Yeah, so you can see Easthaven down at the bottom of Lac Dinneshere, and the ferry used to go up to Caer Dineval and then Caer Konig and then turn around and come back. It doesn't really take the rivers down. In the summer, it's possible it could take this river into the red waters and then go to Goodmead and Dugan's Hole, but
yeah, because that river looks pretty wide for for the size of the map.
Yeah. But since the Rime began, we have not
Right. But what I'm
taken.
thinking is if the lake and the red waters and the river is frozen over solid, then wouldn't that be a great way to to move a bunch of rock without 10 towns knowing?
What do you mean? You mean just sled it through?
Yeah.
I mean, they could sled, sure.
Because if it's frozen over, they don't even have to get that close to the border when they get to the area of Goodmead. It would explain how
Yes,
their
but what does this have to do with the ferry?
ferry is probably just a place they're using as
Mining.
a contact point, as a meeting place.
It's a free
You think
inn.
that they're trying to move Chardalin, black ice, large amounts of it, from Caerkonig to Easthaven to Goodmead? Why Goodmead?
No, not Goodmead, just south to the spine of the world.
To this X. He puts his finger on the map.
Yes.
Ah,
Because
okay.
I'm getting names. The cairn didn't seem to have any place there to support a large amount of Duergar. It was just an outpost. But it looked like they were gathering a lot of rock there. So they're probably either getting it from within the care or from further north, and that was their stash point. But if they're actually finding a use for this, it's probably going to be their main forces are down at the spine of the world. Duergar come from the Underdark.
And they did offer us, if we joined forces with them, that we'd be able to cross the spine of the world as we wanted. So they were going to take control of the crossing point.
Yeah. Now, the fact that there's an arrow pointing north means they're planning something. And from what they said, they had a big surprise for 10 towns this coming, well, tomorrow.
Yeah, they're building something.
We did not find out what that building is or what their plans are, just that 10 towns is in danger from the Duergar. We can possibly find out more information if we can find the contact that these guys were supposed to meet here in Easthaven.
Well, you can go out to the ferry if you'd like. I won't stop you. I'll have to talk to the speaker about the rest of this.
At this point, this is all we know. If we can capture a Duergar and find out more information, that would be great, because beyond this map, we have no idea what kind of forces they're moving or if they've actually managed to build something that will endanger 10 towns. But they weren't exactly friendly towards 10 towns.
Well, no, you said they're trying to take over.
Yeah. I guess I did.
That's why I need to speak to the speaker. This
Wait,
doesn't
you said something about
sound good.
fishermen missing.
Yes. Yes, we had 4 or 5 fishermen go out a 10-day ago, and they haven't returned yet.
They may have run afoul of the Duergar.
We looked everywhere in town, and we looked on the docks. We didn't find any.
The
No
Duergar
sign
would
of
be
them.
out on the ice, not.
Their boat's not here either.
Well,
They
ships are going
they
out.
take small boats, and they push them out over the ice until they get to the point where the lake is not frozen, and then they go fish, and then they come back.
You want me to make some holes in the ice later?
While you're out there, if you could look for them, we know
We
that they
will.
often frequent the edges of the lake on the other side because they it's harder there, but that's where all the fish congregate because of course there's not a lot of activity there. So
We can let you know if we see anything while we're looking at the
thank
ferry.
you.
by the way, on a side note, have there been any murders in Easthaven the last couple weeks?
Well, aside from the ones that were killed by our friendly red wizard out there, well, yes, actually, there has been. Just after the last full moon. It's a few days ago now.
Did that particular one have a symbol on it? And I'm just going to kind of take out something and draw it really quickly.
Yes,
hold it up.
that symbol is not strange
Uh,
to me.
Yeah.
There's a large contingent of the Church of Boral here in Easthaven, and so
I have a question for you.
all of the members took that as an omen that that
course they did.
person must have angered the Frostmaiden.
Of course they
It
did.
was very hard to investigate that death because of that.
Was Torga's group here in town when that happened?
Or right before.
You mean the caravan?
Yes.
Yes.
Possibly. I don't really pay attention to them.
Because he's carting around dead bodies in his sled, and apparently that's information people want to know.
Torga's a bounty
He's a bounty hunter.
That's,
Maybe it was just that.
Right. That's not unknown information.
Still, we think there might be some connection. We've visited several of the towns now, and we found similar things in each of the ones we've been to.
Wait, are you saying there's a trail of bodies behind Torga's caravan?
Well, we don't know about the first two.
But there have been very similar killings in different towns.
And they would all like to know what's going on. Oh, and several towns have had people's sticky fingers wiggling with the lottery, and convenient people to those doing the actual pulling have been killed.
I did receive a letter from Duvessa Shane telling me that there were some cultist activities afoot. I just chalked it up to that. I didn't realize there was a deeper...
This might have to do with the cult itself, though I don't think it's Torga herself. It's just someone using their caravan to move around
quickly. We've seen bodies in Argos, in Bryn Shander, either Tourmaline or Lonely Wood. I don't think we heard about
Tourmaline.
Tourmaline, okay. I don't think we saw anything in Carconning, but we weren't really there long enough to look into it.
We also didn't really
just
ask.
Arrived.
Yeah.
Well,
the next time they're back in town, you might want to keep an eye on them. At least one eye.
I will. Thank you. Have you been to Bryn Shander lately then? Does Speaker Shane know this?
No, we've been making the round. We just got, like I said, we were up at the cairn after Tourmaline and just made our way back south.
It was several days ago that we were in Bryn Shander.
About a week now.
Very good. I'll make a note, and my guardsmen will keep their eyes out.
All right.
We should head to that ferry.
Yeah.
We just traveled all day. Isn't it late?
It is. I'm
Oh,
tired.
you stopped and
Always dark,
rested.
princess.
It's morning.
We rested for an hour to let the dogs rest. It
Right.
wasn't much of a rest for us.
So
Yeah.
remember, when you got to Caer Konig, it was like 2 or 3 or 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. or something like that.
And then
you rested. You actually did a technical long rest, right? So you had an 8-hour break. So it's actually evening, because then you traveled for a couple hours and you took an hour break and then you traveled again. So it's actually the night of
the 29th.
the 29th.
What time do
right.
the fishermen normally leave to go fish?
Honestly, all hours of the day now, since it's so dark all the time.
That's fair.
So we could pretend like we're fishermen if we don't want the potential Duergar knowing we're coming out.
I suppose. Okay, so it's evening. So we're actually with dim light because the moon is out.
Hmm.
So it would be a good idea. I mean, if tomorrow's the 30th, we can't wait till tomorrow. We have to go out now.
Yeah, come on, princess. Kick, kick, kick.
Ah, so sore from traveling. We were traveling
Oh,
for like
boo-hoo.
5-6 hours. All right, fine, let's
Oh, my
go.
precious little princess toes. Oh, whoa. Woe is me.
Can't even be mad at it. It's way too funny for that.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so the captain tells you how to get to the dock that houses the actual ferry boat. Do you want Velen to go with you?
I don't know. Does Velen want to go?
Not
Ellen
particularly.
seems to want to talk.
Listen, we
Yeah,
were
no.
supposed to
Velen's not
catch
going
up.
to talk in front of the captain.
No.
Yeah, no,
but
we're
Velen, you
we're
want to come
taking
with
Velen
us
with
for a
us.
minute?
Sure, I'll meet you outside. I'll speak to you outside.
Okay.
Where'd my map go? Oh, right here. Okay. So you're now outside of that building again without the captain.
Okay.
So Velen says, which one of you found the dragon statuette?
I point to Ember.
I look right at Ember as
You
he
mean the
points and
person
sort
who
of
doesn't communicate?
my
Apparently
tail
that
is
one.
lashing.
So you found a dragon statuette and small pieces of chatelaine that look like scales, and you didn't make a connection between those?
Hang on.
What kind of a dragon was the dragon statuette?
Oh no.
Made of black ice.
Yes, but what kind of dragon was it? You know, the dragons, they look different. Some of them
I
have
do.
a single horn, and some have two horns, and some have wings, and some have smaller wings, and some have large scales, and some have small scales. Do you know anything about dragons?
Do we?
Do we?
I don't know. I don't know if Ember does or not. Ember is
Dragons
very
are very magical beings, so
I know that when they are nearby, you run.
I
That's what my
I thought it
people
was more
always
you
tell me.
hide.
mean, Ember and Addie both saw the statuette.
Yeah, we could have at least gone. Well, it was about yay big. Wings
so
were
roll
like
roll
that.
an roll both of you can roll an intelligence check.
Oh, this look great.
Come on,
You're a
someone
wizard.
roll good.
12.
Neither one of you recognize the type. Like in terms of Ember doesn't Ember just didn't pay attention. Ember was too excited about the fact that it was a dragon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But can Addie
Addie
recall like the
Addie
features?
doesn't. Yeah, and the features don't match any known dragons that you know of.
Okay.
Can you describe the features though?
Yeah, can I describe like what it looked like?
Or at least, can she describe every dragon that she knows of?
Did it have horns like this? Did it have horns that went back? Did it have fully
Or
frilled wings? Did it have an
basically,
obnoxious horn in the middle?
Did it have
So
one head? Did it have 5 heads?
I hope not that one.
okay, so the head was relatively smooth. The scales are large. There's no horns.
No horns.
The wings are more like arms. The tail had small spikes on it, but not enormous ones. The shoulders had very large, like protective pieces, almost almost as if you can imagine a dragon wearing armor. So the wing shape is different from any dragon that Addie or any of you have ever seen, the way that Addie's describing it to you. The head shape is not,
Like
it
any
had
dragon.
it had no fangs. All of its teeth were the same size. So the mouth shape was very uniform.
So
There's
it was
no
a dragon-shaped dragon.
no horns on the head.
Okay, well, I'll do my best to
Let me
describe
see
it
if
to
I can.
Bellin.
Let me see if I can get you an image that doesn't.
Just tell us what it is.
Yeah.
Cut out the.
Out of character because I'm not recalling at the moment. Did we keep that or did we trade
Nope.
that with the caravan?
Torga
I
has
may
it.
have
Well, we
sold it
don't-
for fancy things.
We don't know. Ember's the one who knows. And Ember didn't even say that we had it at one point.
Yeah.
Just that we
Because you
saw
would have
it.
been mad at me for keeping it.
Yes.
And now they'd be mad at you for selling it.
Yes.
Well, that's why I sold it, because they'd be mad at me for keeping it. So I didn't keep it.
I mean, it's kind of obvious we don't have it because we're not just pulling it out and going here.
You,
Yeah, no. When Ember first mentioned it, Bitter was kind of half expecting him to pull it out of the sack.
Okay, so let me see if I can.
Wait, those were dragon scales?
They were shaped like
They were shaped like
oh,
scales.
fuck.
Is there
Making
a dragon made of black ice?
that's
There might
horrifying.
be.
There's crystal
Yeah.
dragons, I'm going to point
There
out.
might be one that's going to be made out of black ice. That could be something that would be terrifying for 10 towns.
There's
I really hope
actually
not.
a large variety of dragons, and I swear the way Sam is describing it, I remember a goddamn image. I'm just trying to remember what it's called. Because I've read way too much about dragon shit.
She's got a lot of dragon books. Yep.
Meanwhile, Omitra in another campaign going, it's fucking one of these!
Oh,
Okay,
God.
so I'm just gonna show you a picture of the actual statue.
Please.
Leave the
But-
mic alone.
No,
Look at the
kitties!
cats.
Oh, such good kitty
I
cat.
see it's cat attention time.
I
It's
mean,
cat
I like
o'clock.
now.
Oh,
oh my god.
oh, Matt has such a brave kitty cat climber. Oh, elevator button.
Okay. Oh. Careful with the mic. Come on, cat.
He's like, I am careful. I'm careful so everyone can hear me.
I don't think this mic picks up his purring.
Nope. It's
I think I have to-
Literally unusable.
I think I have
That's
to actually
close.
put the mic against his throat.
Now I heard it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Can't hear it still.
Yeah, because my mic will cut out like ambient noise, and his purring is ambient noise. Ain't that right? Hello, cat.
Oh.
Okay, so let me.
I hope it's not what I think it is.
You know you're like an hour and a half early for food, right? I'm not feeding you.
You already got
So
food.
first I'm going to
You're welcome to hang out.
show you. First, I'm just going to show you the head, so you can see it. Okay. Because they're describing it. Okay.
Oh,
Fuck.
I know where you can get.
No, I have one. I'm going to show it to you next.
Okay.
I wanted to just show
Really?
you the head because
Uh-huh.
everybody's kind of scratching their heads and going, "What the hell is what?"
Okay, yeah, that
What's
is
happening?
a weird dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely does not fit anything Eddie has ever seen.
Right. Which is why I'm saying So let me add the whole thing then.
I, as an artist, recognize it because the token makers of 2 Minute Tabletop have actually made tokens of this guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was for this adventure, though. I was like, that's a cool dragon.
Not so cool now.
I mean,
No, still cool.
technically cool, but
yeah.
also shit.
I'm having the TikToks on going, oh no, oh no, oh
There
no,
it
no,
is.
no, no, no.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
he's
baller.
a chonky boy.
Oh, it's the junkiest.
Oh dear.
I love
That
this
looks like
dude.
a fucking steampunk dragon.
Yeah.
It looks like a metal dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Like my
But
thought
that's
was
Or
like,
black
a
why,
black
ice.
ice dragon.
Yeah.
my thought was like, why would a dragon need to wear armor? Well, what to protect itself from what? I wouldn't want to meet what it needs to protect armor to protect itself from.
Oh my god, even the stuff on its face
I mean,
make
that's
it look like
assuming it
a
is an
Helm's
actual
faceplate.
dragon and not like a construct.
And it
A
might be
tank.
that.
Because that wouldn't be worse.
Beautiful.
Oh no, 100%
I wanna know.
worse.
I mean, it looks
How-
like gold
how
or
are
brass underneath it.
How are these puny ass wings gonna do jack shit from getting this thing in flight?
Magic.
They- I mean,
that's how.
Yeah.
That's the same reason that dragons can actually fly. Their wings are they actually use magic.
Fucking
It's true.
bumblebee ass dragon.
So it's a Mega Ridley.
I mean, it could also be a tank and the wings are just an intimidation factor.
Ooh. Ooh.
I mean, is it working? Yes.
You know that frightful presence they have? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's working.
Mm. I mean, Addie didn't make the connection because she was busy trying to make sure things didn't go south. Also, this thing really doesn't look like it has scales. It just has scale armor.
Yeah, it's got scale mail.
God, it definitely. Oh no, it definitely looks like
Looks
something that
fucking
they had
cool.
constructed.
Felon
That's
says
the
they might be making something to protect themselves from it
It?
with those scales. Maybe they're making scale armor for themselves
Out of black
to protect
ice?
them from the dragon.
But they would know the black ice is corrupts people who wear it.
Yeah,
The
but
Duergar don't care about corruption.
and
They're already corrupted.
it's not immediately corrupted. So if you kept making new armor,
Not all black ice is corrupted, only that is touched with arcane energy.
wait, what?
Some black ice is just the crystal structure. It has to be touched with arcane energy to get corrupted.
Oh,
I think didn't they also say like they were growing stronger to the point where they could be out in sunlight and not have it bother them.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, to be fair, that's why
Or
they're
they're
so
just
happy.
going to get rid of sunlight.
That's what they
Oh
want.
yeah, that was their whole
Way to
goal.
do it too. Yep.
That's why they were so happy about what the
So-
Frostmaiden has done up to the north.
So what kind of dragon do you think it is?
Well, from what you've described, it doesn't sound like any dragon that I've ever seen.
Great.
No.
Remember, Velen can't see it, right? She
Yeah.
doesn't get the
Mhm.
benefit of that picture. She's
I
just
mean,
going by
to
your
be
description.
honest, I just thought it was someone being creative, but it could be either one of two things: a dragon type we've never heard of before, or Duergar creating a contraption, a construct that looks like that, and controlling it themselves.
That
Both
would
are
be
equally
something the 10 towns would never forget.
definitely.
Hey,
I mean,
so
any of
the
them
original-
survived.
The original owner of that crystal.
Speak up, please, show.
The original owner of that crystal, he had been using that crystal and been in contact with it, and though poorly constructed, he also had wings, didn't he?
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
given himself
Mhm.
wings.
Did-
The cobalt.
The Psi crystal is not black ice, though.
No,
No.
but you said that it was. You said that it had a connection to the one who crawls.
Yeah, and
And
the Duergar are working
the
for the
Duergar
one.
definitely are working in tandem with them.
Mhm.
They're doing all this
So
because
it's not entirely.
When something as powerful as the one who crawls would be able to give full life to a dragon that the Duergar make.
the Duergar do pride themselves to be excellent smiths, so I could see them creating such a large dragon-like thing. I don't know how good they are at magic, though. A construct that
mean,
big
well,
would need quite a lot of magic to actually come to life.
That's why I'm thinking maybe, the god they worship blessing it.
You guys also might need to take into consideration, what if that's not something that's being brought to life? What if it's something that's being controlled?
It could be a possibility. Could be a possibility that they're not controlling it at all, then they're just
Letting it loose.
paving the way for it to terrorize 10 towns.
Well, no
Yep.
matter what, maybe we should stop standing here and at least go check.
Well, you've been
I agree.
walking.
Ferry.
You've been
Yeah.
walking
We've
towards
been
the
walking
ferry
towards
the
the
whole
docks.
time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What?
I mean, the thing about it being something that already existed makes less sense for them to be getting all the black ice unless the black ice is a form of protection against this thing
Or a way to control it.
or a way to control it. Yeah.
I'd be out of character. I would be more inclined to think that the black ice is things that it sheds. And then would be resistant to it because it's made of it.
Of it.
But that's me out of character. In character, I got like a fucking 7, so I don't know shit.
You're in the bottom of the screen. This is the wharf that leads out to the ship that is used as the ferry, which is what's over here.
Mhm.
All right, let's head to the ferry then.
Yep. Since this is new time, I'm definitely gonna take a moment to cast mage armor on myself.
Yep.
So you just see frost kind of starting to build around me. And then turning into like crystalline armor.
So you see this small sort of keel boat. It's not, I mean, it looks big on the picture, but it's not really a large boat comparatively because it's just a lake boat.
Mhm.
And it just has, this upper deck here, and then this what you see as a black square in the middle is where there's a cabin. It's not open to you, so you don't necessarily see it. All of this blue stuff here is where everything is iced over. So this is a piece of ice here. There's a piece of ice up here on the dock. All of this blue here is where the lake has iced up. This area right here is actually not frozen, so that's open water right there. You could see some open water on this side.
All right, so let's go on to the ferry quietly as possible.
Yeah, once we're all grouped up, I'll cast Pass Without Trace on us.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try and be stealthy.
Yeah, I guess we'll be stealthy before getting onto the dock, since the dock is creaky.
Mhm.
Let's see how well we can stealth. Oh god, I have disadvantage because of exhaustion. That's why I wanted to rest.
Oh, I've got a
Oh
17.
yeah. Maybe I should actually click pass without a trace.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Cat out.
Yeah, the cat's just cat.
Wait, you didn't roll. What's disadvantage?
Oh, fuck.
I don't think you need to roll again.
No, I did roll again.
Oh. Oh, and you
Well,
managed
we're
to get
trying.
worse.
So I got a 15.
You're fucking welcome.
Sig's in the lead just because, trying to protect the squishies of the party.
I
I'm not
resemble that
squishy.
remark.
I am fierce.
mean, it's not the worst.
I'm just gonna have Hugh either sit on top of the cabin or like over by the barrels.
Right now, Flip is just kind of in a sub-dimension.
Is this like completely? Is this like ice passable, or is this like coming over and coating like the whole back part of the ship?
Hold on 1 second.
You're coming, right, Abby?
I had to find
I
something
don't
in my
know.
notes. Sorry.
I feel like I should wait here and see what happens.
Well, the DM hasn't told us to stop, and our average was
Because I was looking for some notes. So
In 5th edition, you don't use the average. It's amount of passes versus amount of fails in the group.
okay, so
Well,
what do we got
I'm
here?
not a
We've got
DM.
17,
Two
A
17s.
17. A 20.
20.
a 21,
No,
Nope.
oh
That's
no,
the
a
that's a
15,
15
15, and a
35.
35. Yeah.
Pass without a
I'm
trace
very
is
light
helping.
on my paws.
Pass without a trace is heavy lifting here.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
It
Oh
is
yes.
absolutely the only reason we ever stealth anything. Well, the rest of you. I am a stealthy kitty with soft paws. None
I have
may
a
see
very
my
cute
toe beams.
kitty laying on my arm right now.
Oh, we finally went to bug you.
Ember,
yeah.
stop that.
Yeah, and stuff. Y'all, writing with the stylus on your notebook doesn't work.
Hmm.
Fuck stupid.
Okay, so we had 2 17s, a 15, a 20,
And a
and a
35.
35.
Which, if does not pass, then we're fucked.
We fucked. Yeah, we definitely fucked.
Please enjoy kitty.
Just making sure that Bitter is not on the bridge, just in case.
Okay, so there is a door. So this ice that is here is, if you're careful and if you have crampons on your boots,
Which I believe we do.
you can actually step on that ice. And Oryx, you're standing there. The door that's right here, you can see that the ice that was actually, so there's ice covering the whole front of the door and the whole wall there next to you. But you could see that where the door actually fits into the door frame, the ice has been chiseled away so that it can open.
Yep.
I'll mention this. Hey, someone's been here already.
Are
Might
there
still
any windows that we can see?
They have ice, that the ice is covering them so thickly that you can't see through them.
Okay.
I mean, you could see that it's a room on the other side, but you can't really see details.
And you're looking into
I'm
a
just
darker
gonna
area.
check the front area.
I'm gonna stay on the dock, but I'm watching them, but I'm like staying within sight of the door.
hmm
I want some distance, and I can't get that on the small boat.
Yeah, I can't either. Which is why I'm like, I should probably not be there. I think Bitter is gonna kind of back off. It's too close.
I also have my bow out because that takes an action.
You just see me with my very ornamental dagger.
Sig, you see anything over there?
You're muted.
No, I don't see anything. Which spot is the door? Because it's just a
It's
black
right
box.
here. Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
It looks like it's right next to where Oryx is. Left, right to the right.
Okay.
Here, I'll reveal. Is that
Thank
better?
you.
Yeah.
Want me to go in first? in case it's dark in there?
Probably a good idea.
That'd be wise.
Okay. Sid will try and quietly open the door.
How quiet? I mean, it does have ice and stuff, so it's probably going to scrape. So are
That's
you
fine. I'm just trying not
Yeah.
to slam open it.
okay? It opens just fine.
Okay. What's inside?
So what you see inside is a small room. It has 4 sleeping bags laying on the ground. There's a rolled up parchment on the ground. There's a rolled up parchment on the table. There's a table along the southern wall. It's kind of behind the door. You actually wouldn't be able to see it, but I'm telling you about it anyway. And there's some random bags and whatnot around the room. I can give you let me move you down here because you are in this room. So let me reveal that real quick. Kind of a pain in the ass to do it this way, but that's okay. So you're in the room now in the lower right.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can see those sleeping bags and you can see the desk there. And there's a couple of crates and boxes against the rightmost wall there.
So no people in it.
Nope.
Sid's just gonna look back at Oryx and be like, looks like we're clear. But some people have definitely been living in here. And then she's gonna walk in and go towards the desk.
Okay.
I'll follow her in.
Someone keep an eye on Addie and Bitter.
Who knows light?
Say that again.
Who knows light?
I do.
Addie.
Like cantrip? Okay.
When she says all clear, can I like look out over the lake and like, is there any sign of either people or tracks or something of like people coming and going across the ice?
The only sign of people, so people or tracks? Which one are you looking for?
Both. I'm assuming people are like easier to find than tracks out on the ice because I'm not looking towards the town. I'm looking towards the lake.
You want to roll me a perception check?
Sure.
Sorry, I just moved that so it's easier to see it on the screen.
2.
Oh man. You see
you
nothing.
don't see you see that a large portion of the lake is completely just frozen over. That's pretty much it.
I am
I'd like
so fucking tired.
I'd like to look at Addie, sigh, pop, flip onto my head, and just start looking. I might actually even hop onto the ice itself.
I'm just going like this. It's just
Amazing.
You mean you're going like this? I don't see anything.
Yeah. Bitter is just looking at. I'm just looking at Addie like, really?
I'm
Really?
tired, okay? It's been a long day.
I'm gonna put
I'm just gonna
Hugh-
look at Flip.
Yeah, I'm putting Hugh on top of the cabin and tell him to look for anything. Like the people that lived here.
Now that we're
Look for anything is so vague.
Yeah.
Look for tracks or people coming towards us.
So give me a stealth a perception for Flip, and then give me a perception for Hugh. Matt, what were you saying about Oryx?
I was gonna say, like, now that we're in here, looking at the like the sleeping bags, does it look like they've been used recently, or does it look like they've been there for a while?
They've been used.
Okay.
Oops.
Well,
They've been
we
used.
know there's four missing fishermen, 4 bags. Maybe
4 or 5.
4 or 5. Okay. Well, either way, maybe they were
Well,
using this for pulling up.
So Flip can see. And also, once sort of Flip alerts Bitter can also see footprints. The footprints are up and down the dock. They're not on the actual ice. And also, Flip sees a boat, an empty boat floating near the shore off
on the other side.
to the west from where you are.
Oh,
Way past town, like way far away.
okay.
But that's the only thing that, and the boat looks empty. It looks like a small like rowboat
Well, at least from here.
from where you are. Yeah.
Yeah. Bitter will point that out.
So in terms of what's inside the cabin, so you saw two. So Sig saw 2 rolled up things. Well, other than the bedroll that's rolled up right there, but Sig saw a rolled up piece of parchment on the floor, and a rolled up piece of parchment on the desk. So the question is, which are you picking that up? Is anybody looking at those?
Oh, I'm
Are you
picking up both
looking at
to
other
read.
things? Okay. Anything else that you're doing in there?
Probably search the packs at some point, but
Yeah.
papers first.
I
Yeah,
want to search the crates.
Yeah, I'll go through the bags and whatnot while they're doing that.
So what's in the boxes and crates? There are some small pieces of black ice in one of the crates, and there are bags of like rations, old crappy rations, and some water skins of water in there. The 2 pieces of parchment, the one that was on the ground is very similar to the map that you found in Nildar's location. But it has an extra arrow from the second arrow, the tip of that, it goes to the next town over. And then it has an arrow, I don't have a picture of it, but then it has an arrow either going to, actually I can actually think if I look at this. So there's an arrow. So the next arrow that's on it is going to the location with a D, which is actually Easthaven, where you are right now. And then the next 2 arrows, one of them goes and points at Caerdinival, which is the dot sort of directly across the lake from where Easthaven is. But then there's another arrow that points over to where Bryn Shander is, and there's kind of a question mark above both of those. And the other piece of parchment is actually a sort of engineer's kind of it's an engineering sketch almost that shows portions of the dragon, and it's written in Dwarvish. Does Sig speak Dwarvish?
Nope. Giant, primordial, and common.
Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that?
You speak Dwarvish.
Give me 10 minutes.
Oryx, can you speak Dwarvish? All right, well. Okay, question. Would looking at the schematics, just not being able to read it, but from how it looks, is it more of a breakdown of a dragon, or is it more of a construction of a dragon in terms of, does this seem more notes about something that already exists, or does it seem to be notes of how to make something like this?
You can't read it. All you can see is that it's kind of a schematic of like a dragon sketch, and then it
Mhm.
has arrows and writing in 2 different places.
Okay.
I just
Well-
realized the map is probably the flight path.
Probably.
Do I like looking at the schematic? Do I see any familiarities between that and the blueprints we found for the summer star?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Not at
we're
all.
gonna have to. You guys find anything else interesting in here?
Some tiny bits of black ice, shit rations I'm not even gonna steal, and some water skins that are
Alright.
probably frozen. Actually, I'm gonna shake one. Is it frozen?
Is what frozen?
The water skins that were in the crates.
No, they're actually not frozen.
Oh, they're not.
Insulated.
Probably. Yeah.
Either that or they haven't been away for very long.
Anything among the bags?
Say that again. Anything
Was
what?
there
Sorry, I
was
didn't.
there like anything in the sleeping bags or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
No, it doesn't look like anything else here.
All right. Well, let's get out of here and check on the other two, see if either of them speak Dwarvish. If not, we'll have Ember read it.
I mean, I'm basically gonna start doing the ritual now.
I
and
need
assume that
to
nobody
have
knows.
Ember make a intelligence saving throw.
No.
A
What?
saving throw.
Hmm
Did you say everyone?
No,
Ember.
No,
Ember.
Ember.
Oh, okay.
That's not better.
No, that's worse.
10.
Um,
Oh no.
Ember,
No,
can
no,
I
no.
get you to wait, did Oryx leave already?
Yeah, he stepped out. He stepped out of the
Oh
cabin.
no. Oh wait, no, that might be good.
Ember, I need you to make me an attack roll.
Just like with anything or
Whatever your sort of standard melee attack would be.
okay.
Hey-ya! 9.
Stig, you see Ember start to like do some motions as if he's gonna cast a spell, and then all of a sudden he stops and pulls out his rapier and comes at you and attacks.
What the fuck, Ember? I just kind of smack the
Right.
Ember. What the fuck?
DM, what
If
the
I
fuck?
if I hear that, I'm running back in. What the fuck?
Oryx, when you walk back in, you see, and Sig sees this as well. Oops, it's on the wrong screen there.
I'm just imagine tired Addies.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Because
just
remember,
imagining
Duergar can go invisible.
Yeah.
You see a Duergar appear, and This is what he looks like. This is what's silly is the way that they this is the way they do this is so stupid. This is what he looks like next to
Oh
a
my
giant
god,
goblet.
he's so
Wait,
fly.
what?
Is he
Um,
teeny
What?
tiny, itty bitty?
Is he teeny tiny
He's
or is
no, he's not teeny tiny. That's what I'm saying. Like what they draw here is like, what are you showing?
Why?
goblet to
Why?
scale?
Goblet.
He
They just
he
put
is
the
a
teacup
regular
over on top of him.
size. He is a medium size
Oh, maybe
Duergar.
this
Medium-sized
Duergar
creature
guy, instead of
right now.
going big, becomes
He
small
went
with his
little.
magic. I'm just imagining
And
Addie just tired outside, just like sitting down on the edge of the dock. It's fine. They're falling asleep. Oh, wait a minute, don't they go invisible? I'm just here screaming inside.
Well, it's not necessarily screaming at this point. It's more of just Ember. What the fuck?
you see him step over, and he is going to make 2 attacks on Ember.
What? On
What?
the one he.
Well, it's not like I was being effective. Well, it's true.
That is really sad. I rolled a 1. And then I rolled a 19. So one of those is going to hit Ember. No, I didn't. Sorry, that's a 9.
9 does not hit.
Yeah, a 9
Dungeon
does not hit.
Master.
And now we roll initiative. So
Oh god.
So wooed.
he is a Duergar Mind Master, which is how he confused Ember and caused him to attack.
So it was
And
a
that,
one attack thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, you're gonna get poked with many a poking stick.
Oh, good. Who are we missing? Nobody.
No one. That's all of you. Right?
Our DM. Nobody.
I rolled a
Oh,
freaking
man.
6 again. Jesus.
Amazing.
Oh
God.
man.
Well,
These
good, he
dice
got a surprise
suck.
round.
Yeah.
Because that might
Apparently
be the
gonna
only
need
thing he
it.
gets.
It's gonna be probably the only thing he gets. Anyway.
Did you want to put the cabin inside the actual cabin, or does it
No,
not
because it's
fit?
the wrong size. So
Rude.
So we know where the door is. Oryx is
Yeah,
on the other side of the door.
Oryx is on the other side of the door. So
And the door is still open, correct?
Well, Orcs just went in, so I think so.
yeah.
Okay. That
Addie.
line of
Okay,
sight is
so
just...
I said I was sitting on the dock, so I'm gonna get up.
Mhm.
Oh,
So that's
don't
my
think you'll be able to
movement.
get there. Unless you want to
All right.
double, but I wouldn't.
I am gonna double move because I want to see into the
Don't block
cabin.
the door.
Oh, I'm not gonna block the door. I am gonna move over here because I guess that's where I get the best view of the actual room.
I will need a dexterity check from you
Yeah,
to
because you're on ice.
stand on that ice.
But I've got winter boots.
Yes,
That
but
doesn't
you've got
matter.
an-
It's
Yeah.
fucking ice.
that gives you advantage, but you
Oh,
have
good.
have
That
disadvantage,
means
so
that
straight
means I get a
roll.
normal roll. Great. Acrobatics, you said?
I just said a dexterity save.
Oh,
but
dexterity save. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Both of them are a +4. 10.
You are so lucky. Anyway,
Do I
what
just
else? Anything
slide
else?
just to a stop
You,
there?
you just slide right over to the rail and stop.
Yeah.
Meant to do that.
Totally meant to do that.
Addie is not used to being around ice still. What the fuck?
Mhm. Stig.
All right, so this motherfucker just showed up, so I'm just gonna bring out my sword.
He
And
says,
then-
"You cannot have my map and my plans.
Too fucking bad. I have them.
You're a thief."
Yeah, so 1, 2, and I'm gonna attack this guy. Cause fuck this guy. Let me just make sure I don't have Giant Smite on, even if that would be real nice. 23 to hit.
Of course that hits.
14 slashing damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, Sig just brings the sword down on him and is like, so you're gonna surrender? Because you are way outnumbered. And I'm done.
Oryx.
All right. I will rage, and then I'm going to pull the antlers out and bring the antlers out of my head and charge at him and try to knock him into a wall.
Try not to kill him.
Just subdual
I
damage.
will do this recklessly. 17.
That hits.
For 8 bludgeoning, and I'll just knock him prone. Yeah, that's my turn.
Bitter.
Well, unfortunately for me, I'm far enough away that I won't be able to get there unless I double move. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I don't have making sure. Oh, hey, actually, I can use a spell because I have quicken spell. So then
Which means what?
I can cast a spell as a bonus action instead of an action.
Mm.
So I'm just going to, he doesn't look quite cold enough. So I'm going to cast Frostbite.
What's he
Constitution
making
saving
a
throw.
con save?
Uh-huh. Has to be DC 14.
17.
It's fine. Just make him a little chillier. I didn't want to kill him.
We don't want to kill him?
No, we need to drag his butt back to town.
Is it advantage or disadvantage attacking someone that's prone?
Advantage of using melee weapons.
Okay. So I get double advantage, which gives me just normal advantage. So I guess I won't use a spell since we're trying to do subdual damage. So I'm going to poke him in the ankles. 18.
That hits.
I shiv him for 8 piercing.
You shiv his ankles.
Well, they told me not to kill him, and I don't know. There's definitely no organs in there. I don't know how Duergar work.
He looks up and he says, "You all will pay for your insolence. This will not stand with Zardarok." Are you making that?
Sig is at least rolling her eyes and is like, seriously, you're on a monologue right now?
I don't think that you can say anything about standing right now.
He then, before your eyes, starts shrinking down.
Oh god, he does shrink instead of grow.
Oh my god.
That's why they drew the picture of him in front of a goblet, right? That's why I hate it's a, oh yes, let's describe this person without a weapon, and then we'll show you the art which has a big giant weapon, right? Or oh, let's show you this art, but it shows you one of the powers of the creature. Anyway, he shrinks down to a tiny, tiny, tiny size, and then he stands up and runs.
Bitch, you're trying to leave my space.
Yes, you get attacks, but he is fast and tiny.
Well, at least 2 of us get advantage.
So I was right.
20.
18.
I was gonna say
Both
advantage.
of those miss. The 24 hits.
Wow.
Your ankles may have moved, but I was already aiming low. 6 piercing.
Ember just thinks he's a mouse at this point.
Oh
The
god,
cat-
the
the-
instinct cat.
The cat
He
instincts are
jumped-
kicking in.
He runs between Oryx and Sig, and he goes through a little 4-inch hole in the ground and just goes through.
He's going out the other side.
And the bird after him.
Hey, bird. Pay your damn bills. Is he still tiny as he's running away on the
He
ice
is
there?
super tiny. I mean, he's not over here. He like went off on the boat somewhere. You can't
Mhm.
really see him. That's why I just moved him over because you can't see him.
Well, but he went north. Is that what I was
Yeah.
told?
Yeah, he went north.
Okay.
I don't know. They just said he's on the other side, so they didn't really tell you north. They
Well,
just
I
said
saw
the other
them
side.
inside, like looking at him, I guess, as he
Mhm.
runs. So I'm gonna try get to the front of the boat.
Mhm.
I'm gonna need another deck save, aren't I?
Uh-huh.
Or maybe fly.
Not now.
That's a waste.
It's fine. 15.
Your dexterity save is fine.
So I make it to the front of the boat. Can I see him anywhere?
Roll a perception check.
Good. Great. That one's a disadvantage.
You can do it.
I've been rolling so 2.
Oh,
God.
you do not see him.
I'm looking forward to the day when you don't have exhaustion.
It doesn't matter. The 2 was the first roll.
Oh, I know.
Well, on that note, I need to refresh my tea, and it's 9:15. So let's
Oh
take a
God,
5-minute
he's
break.
getting away.
I'm
isn't
sorry. It was
He's absolutely getting away.
9:15.
It's 9:50 time.
he?
Fuck.
All right.
We'll
We
be
will
back.
be right
Your
back.
pie made me do it.
Boo.
we're back.
All right, and welcome back to Endless Night, our Rime of the Frostmaiden D&D game. So, as we left, the party was much upset. Maybe is the right word. I don't know. Anyway,
Bland.
they have just seen a Duergar, instead of enlarge itself, shrink down to a tiny creature and run away like a little mouse. And Addie ran around to the front portion, more closer to the bow, to try to find it, and doesn't know where he went.
Are we still in initiative?
I think so.
Okay, just wanted to make
unless
sure.
unless you want to break initiative.
No,
God,
no.
I just wanted to make
Okay.
sure.
So then it's
So
Oryx's turn.
you just skipped my turn.
Yeah, it was Sig, not Oryx.
Oh, sorry.
Dick.
It's Sig's turn.
Okay. Okay, so he just went through a hole.
Mhm.
I'm not very perceptive. So what I'm gonna do is stand basically in front of the hole and bring
Mhm.
down my sword in front of it so he can't like just sneak back in as we all run out to search for him.
Okay. Mhm. You can do that.
And Sig will look at Oryx and Ember and be like, I'll cover this hole, you guys go out and help Addie. I have a feeling she's gonna need it.
Alright.
And I'll just keep an eye out in case there's something I need to stomp. Because fuck this
Oryx?
guy.
All right. I'll move out the cabin and try to, not trip over Bitter or slip on the ice. Once my sheet decides to open. There we go. So 5, 10,
Yep, you're fine.
15, 20, 20. And then I'll look around and see if I can see him.
Roll me a perception check.
Probably not.
Nope, you do not see him.
All right.
Bitter.
Well, I see that area is getting a little bit crowded. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Around this way. Do I see him? I'll roll perception. I doubt. I very much doubt.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I don't.
Nope,
Well, you
don't
know
see
what?
him.
That's fine. I'm gonna. Oh man. I have to
We need
find
something
where
like a
10.
druid in this fucking party. Someone with a lot
Hold
of
on.
wisdom. A cleric, even.
A
Just
cleric.
Well, I'm sorry, guys.
We're just not very wise.
Y'all might.
Wait a minute. Do I have the highest perception in this party?
Probably.
No. Ember does. You know what? I'm just gonna hold my action then to cast Entomb of Ice as soon as I see him, so I can try and stop him from moving. Like if I happen to catch him, or if I happen to see Ember not take him down. That's it.
Ember.
I also have a +3, but I would like to have Hugh spy with his little eyeballs too.
Mhm.
So should I roll for both of us?
Oh.
Where are you? You're in the building, so
Yeah, I'm gonna like stick my head out. And how tall is the cabin?
it's like 8 feet tall.
8 feet. That's
I
it?
mean, it's meant for people to stand up in, but it's not enormous.
Can I just climb up the cabin, assuming it's made out of wood?
Well, you're inside right now, so are you gonna climb onto the ceiling of the room that
No.
you're in, or what?
Go 1, 2, and then instead of stepping onto the ice, I just sort of want to claw my way up.
Do you have a climb speed?
Yes, he's 20 feet.
Then why are you doing cat's claws? Oh, you have to do that to get the climb
Because
speed. Is that
that's
what
just
I'm
a
saying?
thing. It's not an action, it's just I have them.
Okay. So you climb on top of the
And then I
building.
would like to try and peep see with all of my little furry eyeball.
I hope
And
your
what's-
eyeballs are not furry.
Fucking
It's a freaky
regret.
image.
16.
And what's Hugh doing
Peep seeing.
from where he's at?
Like here. In case he just went around the building to be a dickhead.
Roll perception for Hugh.
Hey,
No one sees him.
Sorry?
No one sees him.
Off. Well, that's not an action, is it?
What?
I'm gonna try and reach out with telepathy and go, your plan's not gonna work. Not with the dragon that you want to send. Neener, neener, neener. And that's it. Meh.
Okay. Addie.
If I do this, it'll kill him. Do we want him to get away versus killing him? Or do we want to stop him from running away?
Dead
Second
before
option.
running away.
Okay. I'm gonna assume I have disadvantage on this, because I can't see him. But Guiding Bolt says a creature of your choice within range. So assuming he's within 120 feet of me, can I Guiding Bolt him?
Does 4 inches of wood block that?
Probably not. I mean, it would, like, the attack would probably go towards the wood, I guess. I don't. It says Guiding Bolt, so I'm guessing it's a bolt that goes from me to the target I specify. So it might hit the wall instead of
You don't
going
have to
around.
see the creature?
No, it just says target a creature. Hold on, let me post it. It says a creature of your choice within range, and a flash of light streaks towards a creature of your choice within range, and it's
But you
melee
make a
ranged
ranged
spell attack.
So if
I
you don't
can't see him, so
something,
I'm basically disadvantaged because I can't see him. But that's the same as if I was in the dark, right?
it's a magical bolt, so I'll allow it.
Okay.
But you just have to attack with disadvantage.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was assuming. So this might fail, but at least it'll give us an idea of where he is, because it's a flash of light that streaks in his direction. 10!
So, if we're going that way, Entomb of Ice is the same thing.
You didn't say that before.
Because
I
he didn't
didn't
realize.
realize this.
You readied it. You didn't actually cast it.
No.
I know.
But he's reading it for now. Yeah, so at the very least, we know the direction my spell went in.
And if that's the case, then I could probably aim Entomb in Ice.
The light went directly down into the wood below your feet.
So
He went
he's,
down below.
yeah.
Is
I mean,
there
he's mouse
a way
sized,
to go?
so. But it went directly down, so he hasn't left the ship. He's somewhere inside the, like, structure of the ship.
Is there another way to get down below deck?
Now.
Make
I
a
don't
leap.
see any.
Was the ice near the door see-through, or was it like could we see into the next floor, or was it just like surface
It's on
ice?
top of the deck. Yeah. It's
But
surface ice.
it didn't look like it was made like from a hole and jutting up.
Correct.
Does that mean okay? That was 16 damage to wherever the guiding bolt hit the floor, by
Wood.
the way.
Oh no.
It's gonna be so funny if she breaks the floor and then just falls.
On top of him?
Yeah, I'm like, sure, it doesn't hit him, but did you say the floor where I'm
No.
standing?
Oh no.
Straight to, oh no. Oh no.
F.
Rip.
Yeah, I was gonna start chopping through the floor on my turn, try to get.
Well,
Get
yeah,
blood
but
back.
you'll be effective doing that, unlike the rest of us.
I mean, yeah. I could totally windlash it.
It did not break through the floor.
Okay, so it just left like a dent.
Mhm.
Okay, well, he hasn't run, but he's below us.
Yet. There might be a way out that way.
Yeah, it's possible. But he wanted his the plans.
Are in Sig's
We've-
hand. Sig has
Mhm.
them.
Okay, you didn't leave them on the.
And the
No.
letter, right?
Yeah, Sig kept the papers.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure he wasn't just scurrying back to get those and run.
That's also why Sig stayed in the room, so he didn't just scurry back in and try and hide.
Okay. Well, you guys have a better idea of where he went, at least.
Where on the floor did it hit? Like right immediately here?
No, where Addie is.
Like below me, like right to the ground.
Well, Addie, you might want to move.
That's fair. All right, guess I'll move on top of the anchor there.
What does Entomb Ice do?
He has to make a dexterity saving throw. But yeah. Oh man. There's so much ice around too.
I mean, he's tiny. He
Okay.
probably has high dex.
I don't know. You just have to beat a 14.
Does the caster know if he'd succeeded?
That's a good question.
It is concentration, so would he be able to feel?
Like if it grabbed something.
I mean, it's against a strength check once you entomb a creature, so would you feel the struggling of something trying to escape it?
That's DM discretion.
I think that you would probably be able to tell. For now, let's just say you would be able. You can tell that he made a save. You didn't catch him.
I figured as much, but damn it.
I rolled a nat 20 on his save.
Of course you did.
Amazing.
I'm very
Well,
upset that
I can't roll to hit. I rolled like a 1 3 times to hit, so I
Fuck
have
your
to.
saves. You have to get good rolls on something. Well, that's fine.
This is when I'm okay with the DM fudging a roll or two, because the DM deserves to have some fun too.
Okay, so Sig's turn. Did you
Yeah.
guys find him?
He's inside the ship.
He's below deck.
Sig's gonna move her sword and like kneel down and look at the hole. Can she see like how he could have gotten below deck?
Yeah, so the hole goes into the wall, and he had several options. He could have crawled up the wall to the side, out to the deck on the other side, or he could have crawled down into the portion below.
Hmm.
Now, these areas aren't very big, right? I mean, it's sort of like the idea that a rat can go through a quarter-size hole, right? It's the same kind of idea as that, although it has to be a little bit bigger than quarter size for him to go through.
But he went down.
He went down.
And this is a ship that's still on the water, so that means it's
Mhm.
pretty damn watertight.
I
How
mean,
far
it's
away is he
frozen.
from the
It's
hole?
frozen in place right now.
Yeah. How far away is he from the hole?
Like 10 feet.
This probably isn't going to work, but I have nothing else to do. Sig's going to bring out her water skin and dump the water down the hole. Basically try and make it so he has to get big so he doesn't fucking drown.
Mm. Okay.
I don't know if it'll work, but I have nothing else to do in here.
Depends on how big the other side is, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so you can do
hey,
that.
I have nothing else to do. I'm going to try and do this. It's like, well,
If only
maybe
you
he'll
could
be
then
like,
freeze the water.
that's not a thing I can do.
Yeah.
But that's all I can do. I'm just going to try this and see if I can at least get him to...
Regret his choices?
Yes. I wouldn't have been able to do this if he went up or stayed on level, but he went down. So let's try this. And that's my turn.
Okay. Oryx.
Okay. Yeah. So the guiding bolt hit the deck like here. So he's just
Mhm.
gonna take his axe and just try to chop a hole in the deck of the ship. See if
Okay,
he can
roll me an
get it.
attack roll.
Okay.
You get advantage because it's glowing.
All right. 20.
Roll me
Or
some damage.
Been
9.
very slowed.
Okay, so you're starting to hack through the deck.
Yeah.
The wood is starting to cut into and it's splintering all over.
Yeah, he'll keep it that. It's my turn.
Sturdy ground. I mean, to be expected of a boat.
Bitter. You're muted.
I'm gonna get a little closer. There's no way to see down that thing that he's hacking, right? There's no actual like.
Well, he's swinging his weapons right now, so you don't want to put your face down there.
There's a lot of splinters flying
All right.
everywhere.
Well, you know what? I knew that there was a chance that I could hit him, and he probably hasn't had a chance to move yet. So I'm gonna do one more Entomb Ice. Let me see something really quickly first.
The group is literally trying to get rid of a rat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, I'm just gonna try one more Entomb of Ice, see if I can snag him before he moves. Not like it matters.
So I made the save, but
Okay.
it does half damage anyway, right?
Nope. No effect. Pretty
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, the damage is on
I
their
just
turn
moved up to read it.
if they're caught.
Oh, got it. Nope, roll the 15.
Aw. So
I'm
close to.
so mad right now, but whatever.
Well, the last time when I rolled a 20, the other, because it always rolls like as if you were doing advantage, so then you use the other. I rolled a 23 and a 22, so he rolled like a 20 and then a 19.
Amazing.
Then I just rolled
Mhm.
a 15. So
One
finally the
second.
good
I
rolls
just
come
check
out.
one more thing. Oh, what? Huh. You know what? Screw this. Another sorcery point to quicken spell to wind lash. I'm probably just gonna try and break apart the deck. Although technically this also doesn't have to be against a creature I can see. No. A 24 to hit the deck.
That hits. What's your goal here? You're going to destroy the boat?
I'm just gonna open up a hole. 8 slashing damage.
So we're not going to mention you guys damaged the ship, right?
Right.
I
Collateral
don't know.
damage. We had to catch
Ember
this guy.
Ember has a pretty big
Oh,
mouth.
It was like this when we got here.
I mean, so fun fact,
Wiping
other,
pieces of splinters off of our clothing.
the other thing about Windlash is that it pushes.
Mm-hmm.
It pushes 5 feet away from me. So if I was aiming down at it, it would push it down.
How big of an area does it?
It's just a
Target says
target.
a
So I'd have to
creature-
target. I'd have to target. Oh, it's a creature.
within
Ew.
range. I mean, that's up to the
And-
DM discretion. Eldritch Blast also says a creature within range, and I've always
Mhm.
allowed Eldritch Blast to be target.
I mean, I'll allow you to hit it, but you're not going to push the whole boat down 5 feet.
No, I
mean,
wasn't.
you're
No.
No,
What
I think
was
he's
gonna
talking about the.
dislodge- You're not going to dislodge the deck.
No, what I was gonna do, if it hit, I could imagine it like splintering the bottom and maybe sending those splinters down or something. Or at least making a hole. I don't really care. That's the ultimate goal.
I mean, I think you're underestimating the sturdiness of this boat that is
Yeah,
built to
probably.
withstand giant winters, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, how much damage have we
So,
done to the boat?
Only. How much damage did Oryx do? 9,
9.
and then 8.
So like
And
30,
then your damage was what, 3?
16.
16.
Oh, 16, so 25 or so.
Yeah. Like like between the 3 attacks, like how much have we chipped at this? Like, does it look like it's close to breaking, or does it look like we can stand on it and jump?
I
and
mean,
nothing
it's
would happen?
obviously damaged, but you could probably jump up and down on it and not fall through.
Yeah, we're not going to get anywhere.
All right. Well, then you know what? How far is the ice from the boat? Like how far down? I'm tempted to just jump off and see if there's a way out from under here.
I mean, let's look at that picture. Where was that picture? I just showed it to you with the this one here. So you're talking probably, I don't know, 10, 15 feet.
Yeah.
We're still in turn order, aren't we?
We are still in turn order.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Eddie is gonna call out at this point. Like, we're not gonna be able to break through the, and then we're gonna have to pay for repairs. We have to find another method.
Yep. So then I'll just, and there's no way to actually climb down up here aside from just jumping off the side.
Correct.
What I saw.
I mean, you can climb down it, but it's not super easy because it's slippery as shit.
You know what? I'm just gonna kind of scoot my way over here. Let me see what Find says real quick. I'm done.
Are there cracks between the floorboards that you can see through?
On the top deck? No.
Like none. They're all watertight.
Mm-hmm.
Or covered in rime.
Right.
When we were walking up, could we see any holes in the side of the boat?
Doesn't look like it has any. At least not big ones. If you look at the art.
I already closed it.
You didn't specifically look for any at the time, and there weren't any that were so big that it was obvious to you.
Well, I'm not looking for big holes like that I can climb through. I'm looking for holes that I can just see through.
Right, but you're not
Okay.
doing that right now, and you didn't do it before. So, and if you want to do
Okay.
that right now, you're going to have to go back out to the dock and look.
I am
Yeah, you're up
lashing
on
my
the
tail
roof.
out in angry kitty cat noises.
You're still on the
Does-
roof, aren't you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can get over there. Does Hugh see any from his vantage point?
Roll a perception check.
I mean, I guess I can move him out. 23.
Hugh doesn't see any that are large enough to climb through or see through. But what Hugh does see are footsteps walking up the dock.
My butt wiggles in anticipation. Where does Hugh see these footprints stop?
They don't. They're currently actively moving right now.
Oh. Then Hugh can tell me. This motherfucker. I'm going to get it.
Like this way.
So this spell says I target a 5-foot cube I can see within range. So I would like to aim at where he was telling me to stare, whether like it's near one of the poles or near the rime.
No. He sees footprints down here. Moving in this direction.
Ah. Basically, I want to intersect this spell with where there be footprints.
So what's this spell doing?
It is called Starburst,
Mm-hmm.
and a mote of starlight appears and explodes in the cube. And if a
Mhm.
creature is in the cube, it has to make a charisma saving throw. And even if it doesn't work, all of my friends hear a kaboom and probably see like a bright light explode.
Roll me percentage dice.
Was that
300.
46?
Okay.
I'm trying very hard for this 1 radiant damage.
So lethal.
So a cube right here. Oh, I should put this. Should give it some kind of light. A cube right here explodes in bright light. Does it make a sound?
I don't think so. I think it's just like super bright light goes boom.
Okay. So then none of your people hear it or see it then.
I probably see it. I'm facing south. Probably see a flash, not necessarily the
Yeah.
You
where
might
it came
see a
from.
flash.
Not
yeah.
where, but
Yeah.
You might see a flash, sure.
I think the cabin blocks my view of it, but
I stick my head over the side, over here. Invisible footprints approacheth on the dock. And my tail is just going crazy. And I'm going to go towards the other. I'm just moving within the cabin because the outside square isn't big enough. But I'm going to the closest corner
Mm-hmm.
to the walkway.
I like that the
Yeah.
cabin's bigger inside than outside.
Yeah, fucking TARDIS in
Yeah,
this shit.
that's. It was easier to give you a bigger area to move in.
Yeah.
Oops.
Wait a minute. That's a bonus action.
What is?
I'm making poor choices. Come save me.
He's Misty stepping.
I'm Misty stepping. Oh wait, that's only 30 feet. Hang on.
Yeah, you
So
can
if I
make
walk
it.
over there. Oh shit! I can. I would like to go to where my cube was. Okay, maybe not that far. Maybe next to my cube. Oh, it's 3 squares big. That's how. I go in the mid square. I are fierce and pointy.
So you can't go right there because it's not unoccupied.
So does it fail or teleport me as close as possible?
I think it fails, but it doesn't waste that use of it.
I'm going to keep my kitty eyes peeled on this square that won't let me teleport to it. I know where they are. They're in the dock. On the dock. Slash, 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 slash. And scroll up. It's my turn.
Okay, hold on a second.
I'm the fiercest.
That's why. Ah. I'm still not used to the right layers. My roll 20 froze. It's like, no, you finally figured out what you want to do. You can't do that anymore. Sorry. Okay.
I feel like that problem is most apparent after if your turn is after a caster.
Well, it's not that. It's that I needed to switch back to the GM layer to move some things.
Yep.
And then when I went back to the regular, it's like, nah, you don't need to go to that other layer. It's okay. Okay. how do I add something to the turn order?
You can right-click the token, and then it should say Add Turn.
Yeah. Or you can just roll initiative on their sheet and then rearrange their position in the turn order.
Okay.
And you roll initiative from an NPC sheet by clicking on their name or the little dice beside the name.
Yeah, I got it. I actually rolled initiative already. I just need to put it into there. Okay. They also changed some things since the last time I futzed around in here. And the thing is, when you're not as familiar with it, when they change a little thing, it's like, oh, it feels like a bigger thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So they're not actually visible, by the way. Even though I think it's showing them to you right now, right?
Yeah.
So let's pretend. Um, all right. He's done. After that thing exploded, this one down here becomes visible and I'm going to do something very foolish.
I like foolish things.
So there's something weird about this third Duergar here, in that it looks almost, now that it's visible, anybody that can see it. So I think maybe that's only Ember. The top two aren't actually visible. They're still invisible. So let's just pretend. But the bottom one became visible, but it looks almost like it has been constructed. Like it's a little suit of Chardalyn
Oh no.
with a dwarf in it. Kind of. That's kind of what it looks like. To Ember, at least. And it is going to move to here. And it stops and it looks up at Ember and it raises a hammer and it kind of makes this motion like it's hammering a nail. And it's looking directly at Ember, and then its turn is done. Addie. Addie, now that it moved up and went onto that gangplank, you actually saw it as it moved over. It moved with kind of stilted steps and odd kind of body motion.
Weird. Okay. That's not good.
The other two aren't visible yet, even.
All right. Well, let's send an arrow its way. Addie for the. Wait, I don't have a disadvantage on that. 12.
Right, but it still misses.
Great. Well, great. Cool. That was 4, 5, 6. And I'll let the other two know that, Duergar are coming on board. Well, at least one Duergar is coming on board.
Wait, there's more of them?
Oh, great.
They're covered in black ice.
They
Not
look
this
like
whole.
robot-y things. Constructs.
Well, that's not good. Okay, so to get to the door. 1,
I'll
2.
I'll show you. There it is.
Oh,
I do not like that.
That head thing is
yeah, that's rather interesting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, I just can't get to it. Okay, so Sig is basically gonna go here, and she's gonna hold her attack until something comes within attack range. I don't have reach, unfortunately. Also, what the fuck is with this thing? And I'm done. Sam, could you just put
Yes.
like a little dot on the ones that are invisible so they don't get mixed
Yeah,
up as we go,
sorry.
please?
there is an
Yes.
invisibility token, like a ninja face thing. Or that works too.
Ninja face? Oh, I don't want to look for something. I'm just going to put a yellow dot on their edge. It's easier to see. There you go. Oryx.
All right. I'm gonna come 30. I was really hoping I could maybe get close enough to pick one of those barrels up and just either chuck one at him or roll it down the gangplank onto one of them. But that's as far as I can get. So I will just throw a javelin instead. Barrel would have been really cool though.
Barrel
will
might have
go-
had a chance to knock him off.
Yeah. There's a 13 hit.
Nope. It hits and bounces right off.
Bang. All right. That's my turn.
Falls onto the ice 15 feet below.
Yep.
This one becomes visible
Oh, fuck, there's more of them.
and rushes, sort of steps around the other one and walks up to Sig and tries to hit Sig with its hammer first. That's a 17 to hit.
Misses.
And then tries to clamp you in the claws, and I rolled a 1. See, suddenly I'm not making saves, so I'm rolling 1s and 5s.
And now I get to attack it because something came in range.
Yep. Oh, no, except
25 to hit.
it's not your turn yet.
I was
this
holding
one,
my attack.
She was holding her attack.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Go ahead. 25 hits.
5 slashing damage.
5 damage. Okay.
And that's all I can do.
Clank.
Hey, I hit.
Some ice shards like fly off. Pretty brittle. Okay, bitter. The one with the yellow
Okay.
dot. The one with the yellow dot is still
Is
invisible. In
invisible.
fact,
Yep,
I'm
got
just
it.
going to move
One,
it off
two,
the screen for a
three.
moment. So there you go.
Alrighty. So I can get about here. So I'm going to just gonna aim a windlash at that one. See if it'll actually do anything. Nope. 13 does not hit. But I've got
Mm-mm.
just enough sorcery points that I can do one more quicken spell. And that's probably the only thing I'm gonna try. I'll try it one more time. How about a 26?
Ouch. It hits.
Okay. So it gets 8 damage done to it, and it's pushed 5 feet away from me.
Which one did you do? The front one or the second one?
Second
Okay.
one.
So
I'd
how
like to
much?
push it off the gangplank. Yep.
8.
Nice.
So it falls off the gangplank and falls 15 feet down. And that over.
I will
How
laugh
thick
if
is
that
that
breaks
ice?
the ice.
It does not break the ice, but it hits, and you see these big cracks, and you hear it. It's that loud that you hear it because it's very thick.
15 is enough to take falling damage, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sploot.
Is it prone?
It is right now. Yes.
Hmm.
Feel like getting up quickly wearing that get up.
Bitter.
Yeah,
Are you done?
I'm all done.
Ember.
Uh-oh. Poor life choices coming up.
We only need one alive. So I would like to carefully point with my newly wiggly fingers at a point right next, well, not right next to, because I don't want to entrap this boat. Oh, I have a template.
You mind telling us what you're
Hey!
doing first?
I've been scammed. This is supposed to be 10-foot in radius. I am thinning the ice
no.
underneath it, so it goes sploosh.
Oh no.
And
What do you mean, oh no, this is great.
you'll have to ask Sam to embiggen it so that it actually has a 10-foot radius.
Sam, I need embiggening.
I can't tell how big. How big is it supposed to be?
Probably
10-foot
5
radius.
by 5
Four
squares.
It'll be like 4x4, I think.
Perfect.
There we go.
So you're putting it where? Move it around and put it.
You know what? No, because if we go on the bridge and the bridge falls, I don't want to go thunk.
Well, yeah, there's a pillar right there.
Well, yeah, but the water is around it.
Well,
You could always have it up against the boat.
That's true. Just oh. See, now it doesn't hit a pillar.
There you go.
so he needs to make a dex save.
Yeah.
And he prone.
Oh no.
14.
How's the prone asshole have a dex save?
He's in a big piece of equipment. Yep.
All right. So I'm not sure how.
Oh, wait,
but
wait.
He,
Sorry, I'm just reading the weight thing on your
Yeah.
spell. It's already standing on it, so
I guess it just means that he
the
manages.
save. Oh, so hold on. I just need to read this whole thing because the save is
For the ice to crack.
No,
yeah.
that's
I was
for
I was
noticing
looking
it.
at the perception save first, and then I
Perception,
read the thing back. I'm gonna say that he weighs so much that he doesn't make his save because his dex is really low. I just rolled high, so I don't think he would make his
Boy.
save. So roll me the damage. Oh, what is it? 5. Let's see. Yeah, I just can't. He just would not. Damn it! Now I can't select his token.
Select the other thing and move it to the back.
No! Don't move it. I was gonna. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so he took what, 5?
Yes.
5
But
cold
he
damage, and he's
he
inside
fell.
the water.
Yeah, but it's a 40. It makes a 40-foot thing, right?
Deep
So
pit
he's
filled with
water.
ice water.
yeah. He's sinking right now to the bottom. You see him
Oh.
sink.
Yeah.
Oopsie
I
poopsie.
mean, he did look
I
pretty
don't
heavy.
think we're getting that
Bye.
one back for study.
Anything else, Ember?
Oh no, that's a bonus action. I was gonna say no, but this is terrible.
Wait, that spells a bonus action?
No,
Oh.
thin the
No,
ice
that's
is an
a
action. The other thing
Yeah.
I was gonna do was a bonus action. And my last feat that I took was telekinetic. And I would like to shove the one that's close to Sig. Nyeh. It'll probably succeed because it's a strength save.
Still worth a try.
$16.
It saves.
Worth a shot.
Sig, they sink. And I'm just gonna sit on the top of this cabin, still cackling. And I'll have Hugh, I guess, keep an eyeball out for our tiny friend. His passive perception's like a 13, though.
Okay, Addie.
Rip him.
That one just keeps sinking.
Okay, well, I look out and you said we're sinking them now. Okay. I can do that. 20 feet. Hey, he's within 20 feet. Guess who else has Windlash?
Oh no.
17?
Does not hit.
Oh. Damn it.
Close. Very close.
Okay, well, that's all I can do. Go, Sig. I shall give you inspiration.
You don't have
You
that.
can't do that.
I know.
Do I want to attack this guy or do I want to just try and throw him over?
Well, I mean, it's the only one we have left, so you might want to keep him for, like, what the fuck is he wearing?
That's fair.
You say that, but these guys haven't said anything. They've just been kind of moving forward and attacking.
You're right, we could fish them out of the lake.
I'm gonna try and grab this guy and just toss him over into the water.
Give me a strength check.
Come on, Sig. You can do this. 23.
I rolled an 11. That's with all his bonuses.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
Somehow you got him in a position where he is not able to keep his feet. So are you throwing him off the...
Yep. I'm just
Okay.
throwing him off into the hole.
He gets a dex save. But his dex is horrible. Yeah, I rolled a 7. So he fails his dex save. He is now sinking.
Bye-bye.
Mm.
We didn't want to keep him, right? Too late.
Well, I mean, the one we wanted is getting away, so
Oh yeah, did you find Midi asshole?
nope.
No.
Ah, fuck. Well, that's the end of my turn.
I'll admit,
Alright.
I'm surprised this is the first time that's come up in this game, where Thin
What?
the Ice has been that useful.
Well, yeah, we normally don't get in combat on the ice.
I'm just gonna move down the dock, gangway onto the dock, and I'll search around for.
You're gonna get attacked.
Okay.
15 versus your AC.
He's probably he'd have advantage if he's invisible.
24.
Hits.
It's gonna do 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And he is now visible to you.
Okay, which means he is now visible to my axe, which I would like to plant in his
Right.
head.
Don't forget you were raging, so I think you
Oh, yeah.
have resistance.
Yeah. This has
Do
to
you
do it.
keep your rage even if you weren't attacking something for a round?
Well, last turn I threw a javelin, so that was my attack last turn.
I mean, when we were hunting asshole.
I mean,
He
so
was attacking the boat.
I mean, yeah, I attacked the little guy
Okay.
first turn. Second turn, I was trying to chop the boat. So I don't know, Sam, would you
Yeah,
count that as?
I think you attacked every turn.
Okay. All right. So I will recklessly slash chop at him. 21 to hit
Oh, that hits.
or 10. There's more down here. I'm done.
Son of a bitch. Toss him in the hole.
Thinking.
Glub, glub. Okay. That one that's in front of Oryx now gets his regular turn. And he is going to try to hit him with the hammer again. 19 versus AC.
It's
Followed up with a claw, 22 versus AC.
both hit.
The hammer does 12 bludgeoning and the claw does 11, so 23 damage.
Okay. Am
And
I
you
grappled by
see
the? Oh, good.
you see that when it's attacking you, that the like claw weird tentacle thing that's in the top of its head kind of moves in a little bit deeper.
I could do something with that. Am I grappled by his claw or no?
I don't think so. That's what's weird is they don't. Yeah, they don't actually grab. It's more like a, you know what it reminds me of is the machine in Aliens that Ripley got in with the big claw, but it's really not a damaging weapon. It's more like to move things around, and
Yeah.
so it does not grapple you. No.
Okay.
Bitter.
Cool.
Okay. Well, so that guy I can't just push. You know what? Just because I think it's funny to make him even slower. I'm gonna try Ray of Frosting him. 22 to hit.
Yes.
It does 9 cold damage, and his speed is reduced, I believe, by 10 feet.
Cold damage. Okay. Okay. His speed's reduced by 10.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Ember.
Ember is very confused about this thing. And while he could just pull him into the water, I'd rather look at the weird thing he's wearing and maybe we can do something with it. So I'm instead going to use Starburst on it.
Okay.
I need a charisma save, which I'm sure they're great at.
Oh, sure. A 1.
Oh no. So that's 8 radiant damage as its giant eyes see nothing but light for a bit.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna smugly sit.
The Duergar that got hit with the radiant seems to be having a particular problem with that. Addie?
Hmm.
Oryx, you see when he got hit with the radiant, the little claw thing that's in his head kind of retracted a little bit.
Okay.
It's like writhing.
I know what I'm doing on my turn.
You're not saying anything, so I don't know about this.
All right. He's got something weird growing out of his head.
Okay. Great.
That's not very descriptive.
Nope. I guess I'll just try to hit him with an arrow. 18.
That hits.
12 piercing damage.
You found a chink in his armor. Yeah. The machine sort of, the arms just kind of flop to the ground.
Is
The
it
whole thing
still
kind of,
moving?
almost like a robot shutting down. It just kind of goes.
I think you killed it.
Oryx, you see the Duergar inside his eyes just kind of close.
I feel for a pulse really quick.
Yeah, you feel a pulse.
Oh. Oh. Maybe I don't want to do that. I think he's shut down, but he's still alive.
What?
What do you mean shut down?
He wouldn't say shut down. It's like, you knocked him out. I think there's still a pulse.
Okay.
Oh, good, we can question him. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
We still don't know where the other one went.
And I don't think that there's much to question.
At this point, I think he's probably just ran off.
We'll have to keep a lookout.
I'd like to use my action to temporarily desummon Flip and then summon him down here as long as we're not... Well, no, if we're still in order, then turn order, then nah.
Are we?
In order.
It depends on if you want to still search for the other one and if you're going to do something with this one. If you want to stay in turn order. There are no other known combatants on the field at this point, so if you want to leave turn order, we can do that.
I mean, I don't know what else we can do about Dearth. We don't even know if
Yeah.
he's had the chance to run away at this point, or if he's
I
holed
I
up
just
gonna
want
inside
to
the
check
ship.
out the weirdo with
I was going to send Flip down below to see if there were any openings that he could have run out of
Under the ice.
onto the ice.
Good idea.
And
See-
honestly, I could probably send Flip under the ice.
Yeah, I
'cause
was
he-
gonna ask, can you send Flip down to see if the Duergar that are sinking are, alive, drowning, or just a literal are they alive or not?
I did
I
make
mean-
you a hole.
It refroze probably by now. But I could summon him as long as there's water to summon him in.
I don't think it freezes that quickly.
It says
Well,
it freezes like normal, so
There's opening over on this side
Yeah,
too.
so
Well, the
obviously,
thing
like,
is, you made a 40-foot deep. You froze. You melted all the 40 feet deep worth of column. So it's not 40 feet of ice frozen that quick.
Okay.
Not to mention, ice isn't gonna freeze all the way down.
Well, I'll.
In 12 seconds, either.
Okay.
The
Well,
top-
then
the
I will.
top-
I
the
will
top won't
send.
freeze, right?
I
Yeah.
will send Flip down, I suppose.
So
Just
but
below.
so we still haven't answered the question. Are you staying in turn order, or are we out of?
I.
Like it's your
I-
choice how you want to
Feels
do
like
it.
we're out of it at this point.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
I'd
so.
vote out of
Okay.
it.
All right.
If that Duergar is still alive, we need to tie him up. And Flip can take a look at the ones sinking and see if they're even, alive.
He's not getting close enough, obviously, to get hit, but
Oh, no, but just
So what is he looking for?
he's just looking to see if they're still moving, if they're trying to actually get out, or if they're just sunk at the bottom.
They're sinking to the bottom. They're
Do they still look like they're
Barely.
moving?
not
do they
really.
look like sentient beings trying to swim up?
No.
Okay.
They're
Then I'm
literal
gonna recall.
anchors.
I'm gonna recall Flip. Nope. Looks like they're not aware, at least.
This shit's freaky.
Yeah,
are.
it is.
Okay, well, while you guys deal with the Duergar, Amber, get your ass down here, start doing that ritual. I really want to see what these papers say in case it has anything to possibly we might get ideas of what's going on with the Duergar.
I'm just gonna do the damn comprehend languages up here. Thank you very much.
That's perfectly fine. Just start working on it. And I'm gonna keep near Ember in case, shit hits the fan again.
Mhm.
I'll put the text over.
I will resummon Flip down here just to have him circle the ship, see if there's any
Exits,
exit strategies.
I
Want to
see
roll
if
perception?
Okay.
Sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
just ask, can I see if this one is carrying anything? This doesn't look like it's got pockets in it, but
20. For some reason, it's still GM rolling.
You didn't set it to not.
There are at least 4 places around the boat where it could have escaped if it was in tiny form.
Mm-hmm.
Duergar.
Per
Do
the
any of
per
them
the
look...
per the penguin's estimation, right?
Okay. Do they... any of them happen to have like little footprints or scuff marks or anything coming out of them?
Not particularly, no.
Okay. Could Flip get in? Are they big enough that
How
a
big
tiny
is
beast
Flip?
can get in? He's tiny.
Possibly he could wiggle in through one of those. So Oryx, what you find, let me look something up here. Inside the suit is a Duergar that has a set of thin leathers on, like a thin leather armor, rather than their normal big bulky armor, because it's wearing the giant suit. So if you ignore the giant Charlatan suit with the hammer and the claw, it's looks like a regular Duergar, like wearing a very thin leather suit, and it has like, a hammer, there that it could pull out, like a regular size hammer for it, and it has like a dagger. And yeah, the the spike thing, the tentacle spike thing, is totally out of its head now, and it's bleeding from the hole.
Someone might want to come take a look at this. Look, Addie, you might want to. I don't know if he's alive or not now.
Okay, well, I guess I'm making my way over there and inspecting it. Does the Duergar, like, if we open the eyes, does it look like that glazed "I've been dead for a while" look on him?
No, it has a very thin pulse still. Oryx felt the pulse from
Yeah.
before. It still has that pulse. It's just very, very, very
But like,
thin.
if you open his eyelid, is the eye doing anything, or is it
The
just staring
eyes are like rolled back in the
right,
head.
Unconscious.
completely unconscious? At least.
Stabilize the dumbass.
Can I?
You can't say that while you're doing your ritual.
So
Maybe make sure he doesn't die.
so the thing that was like in his head, like that thing
Uh-huh.
is like detached, right? Like the top.
It was in his head, and it's retracted out. It's like part of the helmet, part of the machine.
Freaky. Okay. Yeah, I'll use. Let me double check something. Okay, I'll give him 1 hit point.
Because see if you. So this is that image again. If you look at
Yes.
it,
Oh,
see
Yeah.
how there's this sort of weird spike thing. That spike thing in this picture, it looks like metal, but it's actually not. It's some kind of weird fleshy piece,
Ew.
like almost like a tentacle, but it's coming out of like a chardolin, and all this that looks like metal is actually like chardolin, and it's yeah.
For the
Okay.
record, I was more okay with it being a metal spike in his head.
Okay.
Remember
Bioshock
Duergar?
vibes.
Remember Duergar are like psionicis, right? They have
And
psionic
what?
ability.
Psionic abilities.
Psionic
Mental.
abilities.
Well,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Okay, so I'm gonna healing hands him. So let's just put my hand on him, and give him 1 hit point of magical healing.
Okay.
That technically should bring him back from unconscious,
His pulse is stronger.
but he's not waking up.
Mm.
Okay. Well, I'll look at Oryx and I'll go, okay, well, he's stabilized. Do you think you can get him out of this suit?
I can try. I mean, hopefully there aren't any other bits stuck into him. So yeah, I just try to pry him out of the suit.
Yeah, looking at it, you think you probably could. It might take you. I mean, so I guess it depends. Do you care if you damage the suit, or are you going to try to like find the latches and whatnot to be able to open it to get him out, or are you just going to like rip it open to get him out?
I think he'd try to at least be careful at first. Try not to damage it, because I mean, he imagines Ember would probably want to study this thing more, so he'll try to not do as little damage to the suit as possible.
I mean,
Roll
worst
me a
case
nature.
scenario, we just fish the other one out of the water.
Roll me a
What do you want me to
nature
roll?
check, Oryx.
Nature. All right.
So as you're trying to, you're sort of looking at this thing and you decide, well, maybe I should approach this as if I was like skinning an animal that we had, that the tribe catches. And you find that there are latches around the ankles and the wrists and along the back that if you detach all of those, you can actually sort of take the front part of the suit off. And if you want to, you can lift the Duergar wholly out of. Now, this Duergar is a little bit. So you've seen other Duergar. So when you were in the fortress, you saw like regular sized Duergar, and then you saw enlarged Duergar, right? But you saw how muscular they are. They're the same regular size as dwarves, right? This one's kind of emaciated. Like he doesn't have a lot of muscle, and he's not super built like a regular Duergar is. But he's obviously a Duergar.
Yeah, I'll lift them out of it, set them down on the dock.
Okay. The tentacle thing is kind of like shriveling up and like it's dying very quickly.
So it almost looks
Suit's
like the thing we
alive.
killed was the suit thing tentacle, not the Duergar inside.
No matter what, this is just freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that ritual going, Ember?
How's the ritual going, DM?
Has it been? I think it's probably been 10 minutes. I think Oryx was careful enough that he took enough time to. So,
I have carefully set out my thesauri and interleafs at least 3 tiny dictionaries together,
mhm.
and then have sprinkled soot and salt over them, and then rubbed my cheeks in them so that I may now comprehend languages for an hour.
Okay.
You know, Ember, you just proved that wizards are weird.
Mhm.
I mean, yes.
Anyways, Sig is gonna go over to where Ember is and basically sit with him and go through the papers.
I must be touching the surface, which means my thumbs must be in contact with the surface.
Yes. And you're gonna read it out loud as you translate, please. Okay.
Okay. So, the map doesn't have any writing on it. Remember, the map just has the arrows and then the question marks. So that is pretty obvious. You can see that
Yeah.
already. But the other parchment piece has the picture of the dragon, right? And it says a few things. And at one point, it points at the sorry, I gotta look at a name. The it's signed by it's signed, and it has the way the dwarves do it, they sign it, and when they're signing like an official kind of document or a notated document that's personally notated, they kind of sign it with their name and then with their position, right? And so they're using the dwarven sort of word for engineer, and their name is Klaska. Klaska. So basically, this is by Klaska the engineer, right? And what it says is it has a passage at the top that talks about it it says Dragon Forge, and then it says like, because remember it's like a notation, it's not like in paragraphs. It says Dragon Forge, and then it says like power colon red dragon heart, and then under that it says maintain colon like it says like pain mind, like it's weird. So it's like 2 words, but it's using it as almost as if it's one thing. So it says power source or power red dragon heart, and then it says maintain, and then it says pain mind, and then it has the picture, and it points to 2 parts on the picture. And the one part, it says it's pointing at like the knee, and then the other side of the arrow goes to the wing, and it says too slow. comma, weakness. Okay. And then another one, it's pointing at like the ankle, and it says joint reinforcement, comma, weakness. And then at one point it points to like the tail of it, and it says add spines.
We're gonna have to try and save this drag and possibly or free its mind if we don't want this thing rampaging.
This thing is freaky as fuck.
But we do know its weaknesses.
Well, current weaknesses, if they've been marked on this sheet, it's probably something they're trying to fix. But it's a possibility.
Well, listen, if it doesn't have spikes on the tail, they didn't get to it.
Fair enough. Once everything's been translated, Sig's gonna roll up the paper and put it with the map and put it in her bag.
Okay.
Also, Ember, I'm gonna emphasize this right now. The guard, we are not mentioning some kind of dragon creation right now, okay? Because we only know some info, not enough. And honestly, we've been giving info dumps to people and it's been all over the place. And honestly, they probably think we're crazy.
Oh.
So not talking
Not
about
wrong.
this.
What's wrong with them thinking we're crazy?
I'd rather them not think we're crazy. Because if they think we're crazy, then when we come with them with something important, they're going to assume that we're crazy and not listen to us when it's actually a really important thing. So not talking about it.
Don't talk about this, Ember. Don't talk about this, Ember.
Yes,
Ember,
that's
we're
what I
not allowed to
said.
talk about anything.
Okay, are we done? Can we maybe go sleep?
Hopefully, because we're like nearly at 11.
Well,
Oh,
we
well.
have one problem. This guy's not dead, so we can probably get some information if he actually regains consciousness. In the meantime, we may want to hand him over to.
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
Haul him
We're
back to
gonna hand
town.
him over.
We're going back to town to dump him off.
Yeah.
And tell them about the shrinking Duergar that they have to watch out for.
Yeah, because that guy escaped. Okay, so
Well,
we'll drag him.
You don't quite know that he's not down below deck.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
but we're
might.
not gonna find him. Is the thing.
We're not looking for him right now. We
Well,
are dumping the
Show
other one back.
actually he had Bitter share senses with
Yep.
Flip, and
While
they
the ritual was being cast.
They climbed into the lower area. The lower area is only about 2 feet tall. It's just an area above where they could get to the ballast tanks below, and you don't find anything.
Eh. Not even a trail of like ice where he was.
Nope, because it's all icy under there.
I mean, he can go invisible, and he's the size of a mouse, and we were fighting outside, so he could be anywhere.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see if there were like any tracks or anything.
We'll warn them that one got away.
That can apparently shrink.
Yeah.
It's very hard to catch.
We will want to take that armor thing, because I suspect.
I have a bag.
I suspect the
carry
10
it?
towns may have to
I
deal
can
with
carry
these.
it. Let's just put it in the bag.
Does it fit the bag?
No.
It's pretty
Will
big.
it fit-
Fine, I'll
will it
just
fit in
fucking
one of the-
carry it. Funk. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
I'll carry the Duergar.
What
Let's
did you
go.
say?
I
Okay.
was gonna say put it in one of the barrels, but
Roll it back. That would be like the least stealthy operation.
So you're gonna
ever.
are you going? You're going to the town hall?
Yeah.
Where we saw the
yeah.
captain, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless we run into the captain before then.
So we'll end
Yes.
it with you delivering the Duergar and the machine thing suit, whatever it is, to the town hall in the administration room.
We'll
And it is
warn the captain that very likely Velen will want to take a look at that thing.
Well,
well.
I mean, just tell the captain that Velen can help.
Yeah.
With
Mhm.
figuring out
Well,
the
so
thing.
I mean, we can do that major stuff.
Yep.
Next time.
Oh yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
So let's end it there. Let's see, is there anything else? So right now it is
Nighttime
so
Hammer 29.
Yeah, so it's very late on Hammer 29 right now.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
One more day. But we need to sleep, and hopefully Addie can get rid of her exhaustion.
Hopefully.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so do you want to take a long rest then?
Yeah, we'll head to the inn.
This way.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Okay.
Addie, you're like more useless than normal. Do you want me to set up a tent in your room to make you a fancy tent so that maybe you aren't as useless?
Please. I'd appreciate that.
So what does that do for you?
You may appreciate me for like 15 minutes tomorrow.
What does it do though? Mechanically
I
speaking?
touch an ordinary, properly pitched tent, and it's very comfy, has a large bed chamber and a writing desk inside, small nightstand, clothes rack, super clean. Basically, it looks more like her room from Fancy Pantsy, rich people place.
Okay.
You're gonna set up that tent inside the inn room?
It's just a normal tent.
So Addie, roll me a Constitution save.
You can do it. You can do it.
We can't help.
Addie.
Oh no.
Why?
Do I get advantage because it's nice and comfy in there?
No, that's why you don't get disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Why?
Fuck my life.
Hot diggity damn.
Why, Abby? I have
was
no way to give
rough.
you any kind of bonus. Wish I
You
did.
need to see a goddamn cleric is what you need to do.
It does not get rid of your exhaustion, but you do not add one.
Okay. That's
At least there's
God
that.
for that at least.
Silver lining.
Because I'm nice. And okay, so everybody takes a long rest, and that's the only issue is that Addie still has one level of exhaustion. Otherwise, and so when we start the next session, it will be the morning of the 30th after the long rest.
And we're absolutely going to start with Sig just bugging Addie because why can she not get a good night's sleep even when the cat makes her a decent bed?
There was a pea on the mattress.
There was not. I made it perfectly.
Says you.
Okay. So that is going to finish us up for the evening. And so thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. And we will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.